Yo, what's up, Cowboys Nation? It's your boy J Tuck, CFT, DMV, and we are cover 3. A little early this week on a Monday versus a Wednesday, but we had some things going on last week. I was out last week traveling, in North Carolina, doing my thing, man. So we had to kind of reschedule today. So we decided to go Monday. But y'all know the drill, man. Go ahead, like the content, share the content, let everybody know that we are live because we got a lot to talk about, y'all. Combine just wrapped up. We're starting to get into free agency, and the draft talk is starting to sort itself out, man. So definitely go ahead and share that content. Let everybody know cover 3 is live. Fellas, man, how y'all feeling on this Monday? You know what I'm saying? Monday?
Hey, Monday might be fire, man. We might mock draft Monday might have to be a thing.
Hey, I gotta selfishly, as much as I love football season, man, I love when it ends because my calendar just opens up, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't got no more obligations. So y'all want to do Monday mocks? We can do Monday. Let the chat tell us. Y'all want Monday mocks? Because
Monday mocks sound kind of bro.
I mean, we do it. You know what I'm saying?
We can set the pace for the week. You know what I'm saying? That might be kind of fire. I don't know. We'll see. Y'all let us know in the chat if y'all like this Monday flow. And we'll work it because Tuck might be able to knock this out and get into his bag for the rest of the week.
Hey, y'all know you ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got it with no draft talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my mode right now where it's like I ain't need no notes no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of floating, man. But before we start, prayers to Giovanni Nation. Lost his uncle due to a situation. The family is devastated. Man.
Prayers in the chat, y'all. Seriously,
keep your head up, bro. That's unfortunate. Going through your loss. And I mean, I appreciate you for being here, spending your time with us. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said,
we can take your mind off it for a minute.
We take your mind off of it, man. That's great, man. Like I said, it's not just about the Cowboys and football. We are a family across this community. We're toxic sometimes, but at the end of the day, we
like a real family.
Yeah, we are a toxic family. You know what I'm saying? We that family. What was that movie? Damn, soul food. You know what I'm saying? We're like the soul food family. You know
all them oats.
Hey, y'all, listen. The villain of the movie was the least toxic.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if y'all do this. I've been went back and watched some of the movies as an adult. They hit different when when I was watching them when they was coming out. I was young, like I was like in my early 20s, maybe in my teens. You watch some of the movies now, you looking at it from a different perspective. Like that person wasn't wrong. Like that.
Lem, you was tripping on your wedding day.
Right? Like it might have been right, y'all.
You look at it through a different lens, yeah, man. Y'all know I'm a movie guy. So this past week, hell, I saw about 4 or 5 movies. Went and saw Scream 7. Saw Mercy. Yeah, Scream 7 was cool. The first 30 minutes of Scream 7 was fire. Then they just fumbled. They fumbled the goal line. You know what I'm saying? Saw Mercy, The Rip on Netflix. I should watch that.
Okay.
The kids made me watch Zootopia. You know what I'm saying? Zootopia.
I ain't gonna lie. It's fire once you get past episode number 3. I know which episode you got to.
Which one?
Well, my bad. You was talking about. I was talking about Euphoria. I don't know why I was thinking.
Euphoria. No.
Euphoria is jumping.
I'm talking about the Disney movie with the rabbit and the fox.
Got you.
You never seen Euphoria, Tuck?
I haven't.
That's
I just wanted you. Episode 3, a little.
Is it? All right, I'm gonna have to check it out, man. One of my guilty pleasures I'm watching right now, I'm watching Fear Factor. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm watching Fear Factor because it's like a reality show. They put them in a house with Johnny Knoxville. They do all these challenges. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be on Fear Factor right now. You know what I'm saying? When I ain't watching no draft film, man. But yo, we are live. You know what I'm saying? We forget that sometimes. We in the group chat.
So we
you know what I'm saying? We just be vibing. I say, do I watch anime? Yeah, I watch a lot of anime. Used to watch a lot with my boys, especially like a lot of Dragon Ball.
I bring my daughter in here. She on the anime.
Oh yeah, they be on it. Yeah, they be on it. So I haven't watched it really as much. Yeah, but all right. So yeah. So where y'all want to start? Ron, we'll kick things over to you because we had some interesting things kind of unfold last week, especially with Brandon Aubrey, also with George Pickens. So what is your thoughts about this Brandon Aubrey, George Pickens being tagged situation from your lens, bro?
I feel like I'm going to be completely honest and short, which is hard for me to do. Brandon Aubrey they're posturing. They're not letting Brandon Aubrey go nowhere. They know how big of an asset he is to this team. They just don't want to capitulate and just give Todd France everything he wants. So they're trying to make it a slight battle, but Brandon Aubrey ain't going nowhere. He's just not. You know what I'm saying? They probably already apologized to him behind the scenes. That's why whatever his name is came out. The reporter came out and apologized. They probably was like, all right, we took it too far. So they're going to get that deal done. George Pickens, simple as this. I feel like they've communicated with George that, they're going to put the tag on him. That they tried to, the difference is they're trying to, behind the scenes, say, hey, this is a formality. Let's get a deal done. Do I think a deal gets done? I'm literally 50-50 right now. I do think it's a possibility he just plays on the tag. The thing that I think is not going to happen with George Pickens, I think he's going to be a Cowboy this year, whether it's a tag or extension. I don't think a trade is possible. I think that's out until next year at worst case scenario. But if he plays the whole year on a tag, a trade is possible depending on how the year go. You know what I'm saying? But before I let anyone else go, I want him to get a deal done. But if George's camp pushes for $40 million, it's above me now. It's just above me now. Like I can want whatever I want. But you know what I'm saying? It's like Micah. I didn't want Micah to leave. And then it got contentious and he a Green Bay Packer. So if it comes to the point where David and them are publicly pushing for 40, I can't get it's something that would be really out of my control. I would be mad about it because I would know where it was going, but it'll be out of my control.
So let me ask you this, Ron. So when you said that, because I know you did a live on this, I caught it was I was out of town, but so you thinking that there's a level where it's like, okay, I'm out on the Pickens thing. So if they're pushing for top of the market, which will be Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase,
it's gonna be Chase, Puka, and JSN. They all gonna be under 40.
So you think if Pickens push for that, you were out personally, or do you think the Cowboys are out?
I think the Cowboys will be out. I feel like that'll be. I think that if you let's just say JSN and Puka go 41-42, to pay George Pickens $8 million more than CeeDee Lamb would be. I personally feel like that would be the line of demarcation. It's not that CeeDee didn't come out publicly and say, I don't care if he makes more than me, but there's a big difference in just respectability. If it's like, well, he's making almost $10 million more than you. It would be like the optics would be just too crazy. So they would just, at that point, they have his rights. They're not really over a barrel. They don't have to pay him $42 million. It's not one of those things where it's $42 million or I ain't playing. It would be, we have your rights. You can play on the tag. And if you push and shove, he is a hot commodity, but George got to play this. I ain't want to be long with it. I'll say George got to play this smart. if George Pickens gets too crazy publicly, it's not like Micah. Micah didn't have a whole bunch of negativity around his name. They can't wait. They got on George this year for lack of effort and made it a week-long story. If George gets crazy in the public, like lays on the table, he'll kill his trade value around the league because a lot of people around the league is just waiting for him to be Antonio Brown. So he got to play this smart, even if he has to play the long game. It would be better for him to play on the tag and stay.
Yeah,
I hate to say like a good little boy. I ain't being disrespectful. Just stay in line because he still will get his money on the back end. If he blows up and starts to go back and forth in the media, he might get out of Dallas, but ain't nobody giving him $40 million if he acting like Antonio Brown. I don't care how good he was last year.
Yeah.
So he gotta play it smart. I know he does have leverage, but his leverage is to just he's 24.
Right.
All right, man. I give y'all a year because I'm nice. I'm gonna be all right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can't tag me forever. At bare minimum, let's say they tag him for 2 years. He's still gonna be 26, ready to hit the market. So if I was him, I would try to get the long-term deal done, of course. And if not, I'm gonna get my bag because y'all gonna have to use me. Like, he's in a win-win. The thing that would mess him up is if he just come out like, I don't know, like whatever it might look like for him to be contentious. People would be like, see, he a ticking time bomb. And then the media would flip on him and see the Cowboys shouldn't even sign him. Look how he acting. It's kind of petty, but look what they doing to the dude from USC. He just made a frown at the podium, and now he a devil.
Right.
like, you can't do nothing when they're in a position. I hate it, but you know our media would flip on George Pickens if he did. If he laid on the table like Micah, they would act like he had hostages at AT&T. So
there's some people who can't wait. DMV, what's your thoughts on the Pickens and Brandon Aubrey situation?
So I do have a threshold. Me personally, my threshold is 36. That's
a good number, bro.
That's where I've been the entire time.
That's
because
fair.
That's the number that I felt like, all right, add about maybe 1 or 2 more million to what his real value probably is, and that's probably where his age.
That is fair. That's a perfect number.
Yeah, about 36, and I think that's stretching it. Anything outside of that, bro, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, and I love Pickens. But not doing it. Aubrey, I think they planned it right if they do the tender, personally, because I like my kickers hungry. You know what I'm saying? And if somebody's going to offer you a certain amount, a certain pick, then I'm cool with it. I actually think that Dallas is doing more with less right now. You know what I'm saying? Normally there's crazy stories. Normally there's, this person did this person did that. Actually, the crazy story came out and it wasn't even either one of them two. You know what I'm saying? That happened today. But I mean, right now, I think Dallas is playing things smart. They're putting all their chips. They're putting all their chips and they're getting everything together for this free agency thing. And we'll see in a couple of weeks. We'll see what they're talking about.
They ain't gonna be able to hide, bro.
Yeah, that's it.
A good game. There's no way to spin it, Jerry. They can't light this fire and then act like we don't see the fire burning. So if they just like went on that trip they do to Europe, wherever they go, and didn't find nobody, we gonna kill them. I'm not even talking about us. They got the whole fan base around. Yeah. Every reporter is talking about they acting different. Everybody.
Yep.
So if they get quiet and sign Kyer Elam again, we gonna kill him.
They gotta spend the bag, dog. They're gonna have to spend some money this year, regardless of how it looks.
Talking about I'm about to borrow from our future. You do all of that, point all these arrows towards something, and then go out there and sign Jack Sanborn again if you want to. we gonna lose.
Yeah, and I think that needs to be the move for the fan base, really, guys. I think that's really the move. The move is if they move the same way they've been moving, light they ass up, light them up.
Bro, I'm gonna be like Sting in the rafters when he was just frowning. I'm telling you, I'm turning heel.
Well, I'll say this, right? If they want to really move different in free agency, the number one thing they should do is sign George Pickens. Now, this is where I might disagree. Yeah. I don't have a sticker price when it comes to George Pickens, because just like Troy said, the cap went up 30 mil, so it's all relative. And the simple analogy, I was explaining this on TikTok, right? let's say, I don't know, we had a steakhouse or I don't know, a buffet, right? And they have 2 steaks left. All right. DMV gets your steak. All right. Rome, you get your steak. All right. Now, let's say when it's my time in line, they come out with a fresh batch of fully cooked steaks right now.
Yeah.
I might walk around with 2 or 3 on my plate. You see what I'm saying? So it's not about performance. It's not about who's the better player.
It's timing.
What it's about timing, right? And sometimes you're just up next in line versus CeeDee Lamb versus Justin Jefferson versus Jamar Chase. But if you want to compare apples to apples, you can't really tell me JSN is much better than George Pickens. You know, like you really can't. So
that's a good. Don't ask me that. You already know how I'm gonna get that.
So it's like I think that George is going to take advantage of it, just being his time in the market, and I think the Cowboys really understand that. The thing that I will give the Dallas Cowboys credit thus far, you know what I'm saying, it's early. This is March 2nd. You know what I'm saying? March Madness. It's the future, right? I would say they're moving different in this regard. At least they have spoken to George and said, yo, we are tagging you, but we want you in Dallas. And they're saying that behind the scenes, and they're also saying it publicly. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, George, George, if let's just say if Jerry was lying about saying he spoke to him, we would have saw a cap emoji pop up and
right. Oh, yeah, hella cap. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So, you know, so the fact that the reports were that he was excited, he wants to be in Dallas. I mean, hell, if you follow him on Instagram, bro, he's just been posting random shit with him and Dak. Like, it's be him and
deserves to be in Dallas, but that's a separate conversation.
Right, right. So I really think he wants to be in, but I think that the thing that the Cowboys have learned, hopefully, is that just show that you appreciate what the players are, right? We understand it's a business. I think last year, it just got too messy, and if it would have just stayed business, we wouldn't be talking about the
ego
we're going to talk about, right?
Pride and ego killed it.
Right, pride and ego got in the way. So listen, George, hey man, we franchise tagging you because we don't want no one else sniping you. We are trying to work out this deal. We want you in Dallas. We cannot do this. It makes you feel wanted. You see what I'm saying? So I do get the Cowboys credit for that.
To your point, just that's why I was screaming at the thing last year. Just being adults, right? Call this man, go see this man. He just went and called Micah. Hey, we gonna do this, we gonna do that. Just wanted to let you know,
right?
And when it went like it went last year, going to George and telling them we're gonna tag you, not out of disrespect. We trying to get a deal done. We just don't want nobody to come, like you said, snipe you. And George is like, I bet I'm about to get back to Madden.
Right, yeah, right. But if you would have tagged him. Let's say George is unaware and you say, you know what? Well, he only had one good season. He's going to have to prove himself. Then that's when you open up the opportunity for it to get ugly. So
that's how we usually do business.
Right. And so I do like the way they're going about it thus far.
And let's keep it a buck. He's tagged because of him, because they tried to sign him last year and he was like, yeah, I'm going to take my chances. You know what I'm saying?
And that's fair. He bet on himself.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely should. You know what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to Brandon Aubrey, I'll say this. I never once thought in my life that I would see Cowboys fans get amnesia that damn quick. I mean, I got attacked online. There was people telling me Brandon Aubrey's, he's not a weapon. You know what I'm saying? It's actually a lot. I'm like, what is going on? You know what I'm saying? Where did the disrespect for Brandon Aubrey come from? Here's what I'll say, Cowboys Nation. We have been trained to think about the cap, right? It's an online conversation for social media, bro. But sometimes we have to realize, just pay our best players. And if you're saying, okay, Brandon Aubrey is requesting 7.5, and I say, you know what, put a little extra in the bag for him many times he has saved our ass, toss a little 8.5. I don't care that technically he's making more than Javonte Williams. Because with a team that has historically, from coaching staff to coaching staff, has struggled in the red zone when it comes to efficiency, there has been numerous situations where a player like Brandon Aubrey has come in handy. We even go back to that Philly game, right? We knew when Quentin Williams was talking about, all he got to do is get to the star. So he's not just a kicker. He is a weapon that changes the game for the Dallas Cowboys. So if you got to put a little extra in the bag, I would do it. I just don't understand this mentality that he's just a kicker, because here's what Cowboys fans need to be cautious of. Why are we about to talk about pass rushers here in the next segment? Because we feel like everybody's replaceable on some Beyonce shit. right? We can just find another. We can just find another until we don't, right? We thought we can just find another Amari Cooper till we couldn't. We thought we could find another DeMarcus Ware till we couldn't. We thought we could find another Dez Bryant till we couldn't. We thought we could find another Micah. So it's like, all right, stop thinking everybody.
Can I agree with you on that?
Well, I not disagree, but I have a devil's advocate because you're right. You're right. How many times he's bailed Dallas out? But that only led to 7 wins and 7 wins. Like I'm saying, like maybe it's a crutch. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you should get better at scoring in the red zone.
You can apply that to everybody though, DMV.
It's just like that. It's not that easy, DMV. Just like me and you had to talk. We had to talk. Me and DMV was talking for like an hour last week about Pickens, right? When he was like having Pickens in this season only led to 7 wins. Football, as a coach and a former player. And Tuck know too, it ain't that simple. Football is such a nuanced dance between all of those players, depth included. Certain people can go crazy and be all pro talents, and the team around them is terrible. Because Quentin Williams is not defined by how trash the Jets have been. That's why when we got him, we was excited. George Pickens and Brandon Aubrey aren't defined by just how bad that defensive side of the football really was. There's no way you can tell me that George Pickens' output and Brandon Aubrey, what he's capable of, if you insert them on other capable teams, that they wouldn't be helpful. You know what I'm saying?
But you know the thing about it though, Rome, is that you're assuming, and people assume that the production is just going to stay the same the entire time. Like, just think about Seattle.
Here's what I'll say. I'll say that DMV, and I talked to the landlord about this. George Pickens is not putting up those numbers in Dallas anytime soon again. Unless there's going to be an injury to CeeDee Lamb.
And kind of my point to that is Seattle looked crazy when they traded DK. The Rams, I know that Cooper Kupp was a couple years removed from crazy records over there. I'm just saying people move. Do I want Aubrey to go? No. But they have a case that when they brought Aubrey on, they looked stupid by having a kicking competition when they just let Maher go. You know what I'm saying? And then there was Dan Bailey. If there's a position that for some odd reason they find a position where the Cowboys fans get behind the person, if they kind of do that as kicker, I'm not saying that he's just a kicker, and I'm not saying don't pay him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that. I'm only saying I like the tender idea. You know what I'm saying? I like the tender idea because nobody's gonna give you a second round pick for a kicker. You know what I'm saying? It keeps him hungry. And you know what I'm saying? Maybe you find a deal down the line or something like that. But I feel y'all. And I understand what y'all saying, but I'm only going devil's advocate because sometimes we got to be not afraid to move on from people.
No, I'll give you that. I give you that. I just don't want to.
We don't have to be afraid to move on from our best players, right? Here's where I get frustrated when it comes to Cowboys fans, right? When it's time for Micah Parsons to get paid, we get all antsy. Right? When it's time for Brandon Aubrey, who showed up and saved our ass all the time, we get all antsy. When it's time for Dak Prescott to get paid, we get all antsy. But when it's time for Jake Ferguson to get paid, we shut the hell up and just let it slide to the gate.
Oh, I did it. Oh, I did that.
But it's the money.
When it's time for Deron Bland to get paid, we shut up and just let it happen, right? When Zach Martin was old as hell and just jumped and skipped to the front of the line and held out, we sit back and let it happen. So it's like, why is it always when the players we can clearly watch on Sunday say, hey, they deserve Dak Prescott, Micah Parsons, CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Aubrey, like they deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Like they shouldn't have to fight in George Pickens, right? They shouldn't have to fight tooth and nail. But the Osas, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm saying.
So just to let you know, all those people you named,
Devontae Turpins, the Hunter Lukes, like
yeah, but
all money you named, I was like, yeah, nah. You know what I'm saying? So it might be different for me, but you're right though. You're right. And with the organization, yes, you're absolutely right with what you're saying.
Let me circle back to something Tuck said though, real quick. You're not paying George Pickens to duplicate his production. You paying George Pickens because of what you seen him do when the moments was the brightest. You paying George Pickens because I seen him make catches that I ain't even seen CD make before. I seen him in that Chiefs game when the game was on the line and we needed that 2-point conversion. He don't shy away from them moments. You know what I'm saying? you paying them for that type of, you paying them more for capability than just raw stats. Because raw stats is kind of misleading sometimes. You know how a quarterback can throw for almost 5,000 yards and they have 4 wins. You know what I'm saying? So just George Pickens or anybody, like, you know what I'm saying? Stats don't always define. So I don't care if he gets to 1,400 again.
Yeah, you just want how valuable
1,100. But when he make them catches that get us to the playoffs, money well spent.
Right. But you want them for the slam dunk, and I understand that. I get it. And I gotta we can't always agree to everything, and you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes we gotta offer the different points. That way
I ain't worried about that yet. I'm cool with it. I'm just looking at it like this. We can't think this shit is, these are people. This isn't a slave auction. And sometimes we be talking about moving players around like this is Madden.
Yeah.
And when a player gets older and retires, it's different. But like some of these dudes got bonds. Y'all can't just be chopping, get rid of him, move him, act like he don't matter. That's why I gotta agree with Tuck. You can't move foundational pieces around like they don't matter. It'll kill your team. Ask the New York Jets. I seen the New York Jets need to rebuild their defense.
Ask the Dallas Cowboys. We went through it last year. You moved 3 foundational pieces of our defense and it went to shit.
Yeah, fact. And you signed the wrong people. You signed the wrong people. I feel you.
Right.
But I'm just saying, like, if you move, like, we can't act like, I know we don't want to act like it mattered. Them moving Micah, they're at the time. You move Micah in March, people get used to it by the time the season starts. They moved him right before the season starts. The emotional damage, I ain't trying to make this sound like a therapist session, but seriously, he had dogs on the team that's like, yo, what did we just do? And everyone's like, all right, man, snap out of it, get back out there and go play. Donovan Ezra-Rock. Now you got to be
before the season started. You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
So it really like, and then when you see stuff like Brandon Aubrey, your dog, you spent the last couple of years butter Aubrey this, butter Aubrey that. We love Aubrey, and then you wake up one day and they bashing him on social media, and you see the whole fan base flip on him. You like, yo, what is going on? I'm all with talking bad about players that just ain't producing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I go to town on the Jalen Tolberts of the world and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, those players,
but when you've produced, you at least should have earned the respect of the fan base as far as like, yo, he got busy. I do think you can price yourself out as a kicker. I don't care how nice you are, but you can find ways. The salary cap is not black and white like people act like it is. You can make Brandon Aubrey the highest paid kicker and give him security. Give him a 7-year deal. He a kicker.
Right. That's what they did with Dan. That's what I was trying to explain to people. They did the same thing with Dan Bailey. They signed Dan Bailey to a Scottie Pippen deal. It was $22 million for 7 years, and they got out the contract in 3.
Yeah, you don't fully guarantee Aubrey's contract, but say $7.5 million. You the highest paid kicker ever, and we're paying you for 7 years. And if you get weird in 3 years, your ass gone.
Yeah, that's the one thing about kickers, man. Look, and I'm gonna say this because it happens with every kicker. We watched it happen with Dan Bailey. Once they tweak that damn hamstring, they ain't no good.
Once those kickers go, they go.
You know when you're mental,
once that mental thing happens, right? You know what I'm saying? I've seen one of my favorite kickers at former Florida State. Y'all remember Roberto Aguirre, right? He was the golden leg kicker, bro. He went, I think, like second round to like the Tampa Bay Bucks or something.
Yeah, sometimes people get hyped with them bigger kicks.
And then all of a sudden, bro, he hit a mental block and it was just done. You know what I'm saying? But when I say when it comes to Brandon Aubrey, it's a luxury to know, bro, when we get to that star, I'm going to the bathroom real quick. Butter is cool. You know what I'm saying? I even got the video versus Philly. When we played Philly and we lined up to take the field goal, I'm sitting there talking to Easy. Like, he going to miss. I know Aubrey ain't going to miss this. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that kind of gives you a vote of confidence to be able to put up 3 points. And we are going through the winter and going through these playoff games. And you're in a back and forth battle with Detroit, and you got one timeout to know that, hey, we just got to get to the 50 and we're in range to be able to win this game. That is a luxury that you have to put a little extra in the bag. You see what I'm saying?
DMV was right, though, as far as it being a crutch. That's a separate conversation. I do feel like we started to get lazy where it's just like, yo, let's just get 8 yards. You should be trying to score. So Dak Prescott is, I think, he's the one that pulls the trigger. I know people love to blame things on offensive coordinators, but at the end of the day, you're the one that pull the trigger, and you know what you're trying to accomplish. We can't always just be trying to land on, yo, we just need to get 6 yards. that tentative stuff is what you know what I'm saying, what kills momentum. And I think that's our problem with red zone stuff, Tuck. We get to the red zone like, yeah, we got butter.
I mean, it hurt.
You know, you can't stop no damn body. You know what I'm saying? That 4 points adds up.
It hurts and it helps because I remember vividly, right? During that Cooper Rush phase, when our defense was playing outstanding, Cooper Rush could not move the ball. I was at them games just praying, just get to the star so I can get there. Just get me to the 50 so I get them 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, because Cooper Rush,
we was running the ball then. We was running the ball. We was running the ball.
And just get me to the 50. When we got to the 50, I would stand up, start waving my towel, because I knew we are going to get some points on the board. As long as my defense can hold them under 20, we was going to be all right. You see what I'm saying?
I got a question for y'all, though. After this, I do. Nah, I ain't want to cut that. I just got a question.
Let's get to the super chat real quick from Matt Green, $5 super chat. With the switch to 3-4, does it make sense to acquire Max Crosby with the DTs? I wouldn't stand him up. Mac and or Mafe would be a better fit. Here's why I think that Cowboys fans need to understand the multiple front, and I guess I've just been lazy. I made a video on it. You can still have Max Crosby fit in this scheme. You know what I'm saying?
You can go wide.
Yeah.
You can go wide.
Yeah, he can be a wide now. Like, there's a lot of different ways you can have him in there. So, you know, my bad, y'all. I'm being lazy.
Look. If you get Max Crosby, he's a figured out player. You would figure it out. You wouldn't be like, oh, it doesn't work. You'd figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I ain't worried about that.
Yeah, you just put him on the field.
I'll say this.
Yeah, that ain't the one I worry about.
That's a good segue to what my whole thumbnail, my whole point. I feel like the Cowboys are in a pass rush emergency from the information that we found out this morning. Okay. They probably were privy to this because, of course, they should have been, that Donovan Ezraku already had surgery quietly on his hip. Now, I ain't going to get into specifics because I ain't no doctor, but hip surgery is hip surgery. It's very, very for somebody at his weight to get hip surgery where he plays in the trenches, it scared the hell out of me. I really do I like Donovan Ezraku a lot. I think he's going to be phenomenal. But I do not want him to have the Deron Bland season and then everybody throws him in the trash, or the Demarion Overshown or the Siobhan Revel, where he rehabs all year. He gets to summer and we swear that he's completely healthy, but he really 60%. Then he has a struggling second year. And by next year, we're like, yo, we don't even need EZ. So I would like to approach this offseason. I'm glad this news broke. I hope that the Cowboys take heed to what they put out there. We need more than just, we can't be looking at this like, yo, just go get one pass rusher. They need depth, and they need to go get a killer, like a Max Crosby.
Let me play devil's advocate on that. Why, bro?
Because we got 2 pass rushers signed. We got Houston and Donovan Ezraku who's rehabbing. That's it.
Right, but do you think that, let's say we were to bring back Fowler, right, to Davian?
Yeah, that was my point. Go ahead.
I would love Fowler.
Do we think that now with the coaching change, they can't be coached up, or do you think that last year was a skill situation?
I love that answer. I think Fowler is definitely still plenty capable.
And
I don't think Clowney. I think Clowney might not fit with. I don't think Christian Parker want Clowney as much. But I think that's
more. Didn't Jones come out and say that? Didn't he say that?
I think that's more of just a personal thing. I want good pass rushers, and of course I want great ones. I want just good. I know that's been a point of contention in Cowboys Nation. I'm not settling, but you can't build a team with everyone's not going to be all Madden. So there's going to be some regular players. You know what I'm saying? We might bring back Sam Williams for $8. I don't know. I just know right now we don't have no pass rushers. And the one other one, I thought we had 2. We literally don't have. We got one healthy one. And it freaked me out because I was like, yo, as much as we've been talking about corner, we technically have 2 corners. Bland is going to start. If they don't cut him, I don't care how much we don't like him. Because I ain't the biggest Bland fan right now either because of the injury.
Cut him. They signed him to that money.
Yeah, but because of the injuries,
exactly.
Him trying to play through injuries has me looking at him sideways. He should have just stayed out.
They should have traded him 2 years ago when I told y'all they should have traded him at the trade deadline.
That's my point. Look, DMV, that's my point. If he had stayed, if he wasn't healthy and he tried to play through it, now it's like get rid of his ass. If Donovan Ezraku go out there and play hurt next year and his hip ain't right and he just looks terrible, next March 2nd, you're gonna be like, yo, we don't need Donovan Ezra is trash. That's what's gonna happen in his career.
I mean, but if we're saying that we need to probably go get edge rushers and draft edge rushers, we're probably saying it already. Like
I was going to say that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I was going into this draft as much as I like Donovan, right? I wasn't going to this draft thinking he's safe. You know what I'm saying?
I thought they were going to force.
I thought they would add another one to allow him to build on the other side because you need.
I mean, if he builds, he builds. But if he, I mean, like let's say,
no, he wasn't going to be our number one, no, Tuck.
Right, that's what I'm saying. He's not stopping me. Let's say, Lord forbid, right? Blessing came down and David Bailey was to fall. I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm passing on David Bailey.
I want to take one too.
Right, see what I'm saying? So it's like I don't think there was. I mean, he's just a guy for me right now until he proves otherwise.
Yeah, I like that.
I wasn't. Before this morning, I was like, all right, if it don't fall right and we get a corner and a safety in the first round and we get Nadame Tucker later, somebody that you put me on to, by the way, I would have been like, cool. Now I'm like, that's fine, but you better sign 2 pass rushers in free agency. And
that's where you got to go.
Like you have to. Like there's no like, well, maybe no. You better get it done. Start calling people today. Yeah. We need pass rushers. It ain't about the draft. If you're waiting for the draft, you're too late.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't
go ahead, Rob. It's my bad.
If you don't get the top of the top, I'll get over it. I don't expect us to outbid everybody for every player because the Cowboys don't win bids. But we better go get some Fowlers. We better be in the Khalil Mack because he looked decent last year for 35. I don't care what nobody say. We better, you know what I'm saying? And he can play in the 3-4. We better be in the market for these type of players. And then if we get a splash in the draft or we can talk a Trey Hendrickson into coming here.
I like it.
But
I like the idea, bro.
But we can't just, I think it's an emergency. It's urgency. Just don't be like, we got James.
But also, I would say this is the problem, right? Going back to what I was saying. If you go back to this time a little bit earlier, this time last year, we was not concerned about edge at all.
Nope. It was DT.
At all.
We weren't. They was because they kind of had an idea what they was going to do.
Right. So it's just like, so when you tore a hole in the wall with DeMarcus Lawrence and Micah Parsons, well, then now we have to use maybe draft capital or free agency to fix the hole when you tore it. You see what I'm saying?
If this was last year,
and
RIP mock draft would have Caleb Banks. If this was last year, we would be drafting Caleb Banks in all our mock drafts at 12.
Right.
We would be like, we're getting the best DT in the draft. If this was last year,
last year, all we wanted was a D tackle. Let's respect the nose. Like that's all we wanted was a D tackle. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, let's get to this super chat, man, from Eddie. Says, please, no Max Crosby, go younger, get some linebackers, safeties, cornerbacks, free agents for another lineman. Oh, and Leather Show. Appreciate you, Eddie. I'm
not mad at it. I'm kind of with Rome. I think you got to sign free agency. I think you got to sign free agency. It's because of what I think Tuck was saying is that if you look at it over the last 3 out of 4 years, I bring this up all the time because I think this was always the plan. You took an edge in the second round 3 out of the last 4 years, and right now with that surgery on Ezra, you don't got nothing to show for it.
Tragedy, though, DMV. No one knew about that one tragedy. We couldn't.
So actually, we lost. So you did 3. So you got Sam
Williams, right?
Yeah, Sam Nealon and
Nealon. No one can predict Nealon.
Right for Nealon.
That one I'll give him a pass on. No one knows Nealon's going to do that.
You can't give him a pass on Micah though. That's kind of the point.
I don't know they'll get a pass on Micah.
Yeah,
They messed that up. If you're going, like Tuck said, if you're going to punch a hole in the wall, you got to fix it. Right now, Jerry has punched a hole in the wall. He went to the store to get the little kit. Right?
Hey, Joe, I did that.
He got the kid on the wall.
I did it too. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I got the little drywall kit.
So he got the kid up on the wall. That's Quentin Williams, right? But it ain't smoothed over yet. It ain't done until he finishes up this next draft or 2 or whatever, and shows what he can do. I don't whether it's Willing and Dillon, whether it's free agency. All Jerry did was buy a kit. That's Quentin Williams. That's not disrespect to Quentin Williams. It's just the hole you put in the wall is not resolved yet. And it's getting worse. It's like you put a hole in the wall And then you got another argument when Ezraku got hurt and you punched another one because the wall falling apart.
And you're not getting to your security deposit back. You know what I'm saying?
For
someone who's done that and it had to, went and got a little kit, you have a little lumpy thing of clay. I'm like,
bro, you don't know what you're doing.
It look ugly. You know what I'm saying? You got this nice wall, like, bro.
I've been there. So,
but on top of that, though, what do you have to do? You got to hire somebody to come in and really professionally do all of that. And hopefully this coaching staff is that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hopefully they're that.
Hey, DMV, you spitting. You got to get some professionals.
Yeah. You going to Home Depot ain't gonna cut it. You know what I'm saying?
Let Will McClay do his job. Is that what you're saying, or get somebody else?
Well, I mean, I'm hoping that the professional is Christian Parker, and they can get us to the right type of people.
If they don't listen, see, we can look. I love the way Christian Parker's moving. I love the young staff. I love the aggression and all that. And I love it's like bringing in great chefs, and like I've been saying, but don't bring me in great chefs. Get great cookware and all these non-stick pans and dope knives, and then take me to the dollar store talking about make this steak in the Wagyu. Hey, dog, this dollar store steak, if they don't complete this whole situation with actual good ingredients, I don't care how we try to spin it. It's a wrap. So that it circles back to what we said earlier. If Jerry Jones in his little bust hour-long interview and Stephen Jones is grinning, talking to Rich Eisen, and all of the reporters is sneaking out stories of, yo, we're gonna be more aggressive, and Nick Harris is and Joe Hoyt, and a shout out to everybody. Everybody's pushing the same narrative that maybe they got the email. Hey man, we gonna spend money. Cool, but in 12 days, when is the league year? Actually, it starts in 11th, right? When's the league year start? On March 11th. It's not that I think on March 11th, we're going to come out the blocks with Devin Lloyd and Trey Henderson. It's not that. But y'all better not go quiet for 2 weeks I can't lie to y'all. Maybe somebody else will lie to y'all. If we don't spend no money and we end up with Peyton Hill, who's we signing? Jack Sanborn, Kyrie Elam, all of them types of signings.
Right.
I'm going to have to come here and just break it to y'all. Yo, man, everything was looking good. But it's the same old, same old. I can't lie to y'all and just look y'all in the face and say, you know what? If you squint, like who we supposed to look at yesterday? PJ Locke?
Yeah.
I'm not about to come here and tell you that PJ Locke is Minkah Fitzpatrick, who's or who's a really good safety that might be on the market. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about free agency wise, not in the draft. Or I'm not gonna say, yo, PJ Locke can be molded into Caleb Downs. I'm not about to do that. so
I ain't, you know what I'm saying?
If we don't execute, we're gonna have to come here and say, hey, y'all, I hope we win. It's always do, but it don't look good because they lying to us again. So Jerry better go execute. He just better, or we gonna have to keep it real. And I don't want to have to come to y'all March 20th like, yo, we trash.
Said,
but if we go out there, like, let's just say what's the best, like, Tuck, if we remember that story that linked us to Asante Samuel Jr.?
Mm-hmm.
I know he coming off surgery and stuff like that. But
right. I mean, he played on the pick.
Those are the type of signings I would be like, so if we go get Asante Samuel as corner insurance and then draft one. And we sign a Nakobe Dean. I'm just using his name because he's been the one floating around there.
And so
draft one.
That's a good sign.
So, you're talking about exactly what I wanted to transition over into, right?
Talk about it.
The Cowboys have to be in a situation where you're not relying on the draft to change a damn thing. The draft is supposed to be extra. And I feel like Cowboys fans have the same, right? We want youth, we want young, we want new, right? But you're relying on some 22-year-old, 21-year-old kids in some cases to be the difference maker. Now, some of these players, they can be that, but a lot of them, it's going to take them 2 years to grow, 3 years to grow. You have to go get a foundation.
No, you need season.
What's somebody last year? Like a lot of us were saying, let's go get Gilmore, right? Let's go get
Gilmore. A little twang.
You know what I'm saying? Because
look at Seattle, bro.
Right.
They added what we would have called. We threw them away.
Right.
I threw them away. I said, what? D-Law best years is over. Shit, me. D-Law looked phenomenal this year.
Right.
And congratulations on your championship. You proved everyone wrong.
Think of the pressure, the non-pressure Donovan Izaraka would have had if he was just brought in on top of D-Law and Micah Parsons. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so then he doesn't have to be that guy. And I feel like the Cowboys often, we tear holes in the wall and we want to rely on
Rookies.
Draft picks to replace it, right? Move on from Amari Cooper, draft Jalen Tolbert.
Because we got spoiled with Zeke.
Yeah, drafted
Everybody
Rebel.
got Zeke, y'all.
Drafted Rebel to be
fault,
Trayvon.
Yep. My fault. I said the name.
Now you know you cannot say that name.
Everybody don't hit the ground running like Zeke. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay.
Right.
Everybody don't hit the ground running like Dak. Yeah, I said it. but
Right.
It's all right. You need to, because look, I would take a Tariq Woolen. I would. It's not that he's the best corner, but I feel a lot more calmness. Like, okay, we got Tariq Woolen and we drafted a corner. Okay. Now I ain't even tripping about Deron Bland's foot because we got insurance. But we don't do things like that. Like you said, Tuck, we'll wait. We'll draft Avion Terrell, who I think is phenomenal, and just be like, you better be Deion Sanders. Hey, dog, I ain't never played a down in the league. Why I gotta be Deion?
Right.
And they'll give him 21.
As it. And they'll give him 21. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the draft talk, man. Everyone, hit those likes, hit those subscribes, man, because I want to talk about my position, of course. You know what I'm saying? This is why I'm having so much fun this year with the draft, because Cowboys fans are eager to hear about linebackers, and this is the
linebackers is meaty.
I actually get to flex my muscle a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So let me pull this up.
Hey, hopefully you don't get like me, like I was last year. I got my Running Backs Matter shirt on right now. Matter of fact, got the Running Backs Matter shirt on, and then you grab one of those. And they get not one of them. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Chuck, why you bring this up? Let me ask you a question real quick about number 6.
All right, hold up. I'm trying to make this small. I don't know why this shit's so big. Hold up. All right, there you go. All right.
Number 6, Kyle Lewis. I was hearing a lot of great things. He had a great
weekend. Smooth at the combine.
Right? And they were saying that boy, they said, yo, he looked so good in coverage. He looked like he could play nickel. So I'm going to ask you, because you were talking about him before. How you feel about those type of comments? I know that might be a little extreme, but he was looking real good out there, bro.
So, all right, let's get it going. So this is our linebacker list. You know what I'm saying? This is not no particular ranking. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Jay Tuck and Harold Perkins. Like, no,
I know how they get.
That's crazy. No, it's just this random.
Yeah, because Arville and Reese is 7. They're gonna kill you.
There's some random names. So Kyle Lewis, man. Kyle Lewis has been a player I watched in the ACC at Pitt. You know, I still got the text I sent to DMV way back in like November before Thanksgiving. Like, yo, Kyle Lewis, circle this name.
Sure did. Yep.
Love the kid play. He's high octane, high motor. He's just undersized. I guess it's kind of spoiled my Kyle Lewis film breakdown, but it is what it is, right? We heard Christian Parker talk about the nickel position. He said this is a guy who can tackle. This is a guy who can cover. He's a good blitzer. He's just a natural athlete. If you're playing backyard football, this is a guy that you would probably just pick first.
Yeah.
That's Kyle Lewis. All right. Kyle Lewis is undersized to be your middle linebacker, downhill thumper, but he is a guy that can be your Swiss Army knife that can do a lot of different things. And there was talks at the combine of him actually training and testing with the actual with the safeties as well. I don't think
That's why they were talking about it. I was like,
yeah, there was talks about him doing that. So he definitely possesses that skill, but it's like he's one of those kids. If you go back to even the Senior Bowl, I mean, he's phenomenal as far as coverage concerned, motor's concerned.
He was moving
hard. He's definitely one of those ones. So he would fit that mold if you're trying to have a quasi, like he would probably be an improved Donovan Wilson. I would say that. So
he just looked like he could cover better. Look, Dono, I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying. He's improved, right? He's a downhill thumper, right? But he can also cover better, lot more awareness in zone than Donovan Wilson as well. So I love Kyle the Shark Lewis, man. One of my favorite players in this draft I've been talking about for months.
I also heard that the sleeper, I've been doing my little linebacker research. I didn't know that Harold Perkins Jr. a couple years ago was looked at like Arvell Reese might be looked at, as in pass rush capability. So you mind speaking of that? Because I'm learning, you know me, I find players I like, Tuck, then I do my own little research and I be discovering stuff that everybody already know, but I like to discover it on my own. So I was like, oh, Perkins can do a little pass rush for you? Like that's in his bag?
Yeah, so let's DMV. You want to talk about him? I can go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me started.
Go ahead, because he's one of the ones that I hadn't gotten to. Go ahead.
So when it comes to Harold Perkins Jr., and Anthony Hill are pretty much two of the same, meaning coming into college football this year, they was 1A and 1B, clearly. I feel like personally, they both were impacted by bad defensive coaches. Anthony Hill's defensive coordinator got fired, right? And also Harold Perkins wasn't used properly in LSU's scheme. I feel like once again, he is a hybrid guy, covered, can come downhill, just see ball, get ball, disrupted. I think the one thing they're probably going to knock him on course, right, is the size. He's probably going to be your weak side linebacker. But if you're talking about a guy who's just been instant impact since the moment he stepped foot on LSU's campus, it's been Harold Perkins Jr. I feel like Harold Perkins Jr. and also Anthony Hill Jr., it's just been one of those things. He's been at the top for so long, they just wanted somebody new. Now, I will say this. I do have to give credit to Sonny Styles and also Arvell Reese, because those two players who are going to be top 10, top
they look
50,
phenomenal.
They went out there and they put their nuts on the line at the combine and competed and did every drill. So for me personally, that shot them up because that shows me their competitive drive. Because I personally, this is just me, I don't lean too much on the pro day because it's a controlled environment. It's different.
And you can hurt your stock.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm running my routes with my quarterback. I got my coach calling my favorite drills. I'm at my practice facility wearing my team short. Like, man, I don't give a damn about what you do at a pro day. But when you are standing against other people who are hungry for your spot, and you like Sonny Styles and Arvell Reese, and you sit back and tell them, watch this. You know what I'm saying? Watch this. You know what I'm saying? And just separate yourself. That goes a long way for me. So salute to Sonny Styles and also Arvell Reese. But
I didn't know he was that tall too, by the way.
Who, Harold Perkins?
No, Sonny Styles 6'5".
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah, I didn't know he was that tall too. What the hell that?
Like, bro, Sonny Styles is created in a lab. He was like, if you're playing Madden and you're doing superstar mode, you would probably build Sonny Styles. You know what I'm saying? Because he's like 240, something like that. Like, you know, he's a former basketball player / safety. He was a safety at Ohio State. He converted over to linebacker. The way that Jim Knowles used him was completely different from Matt Patricia. But the kid is talented as all get out. You know what I'm saying?
End up on the edge. The way he's 6', I'd be like, hey man, put your hand in the dirt.
Because he's not an edge rusher.
He's a backer, bro. I think he probably been a backer his whole life, bro.
Okay.
He's not an edge, right? He's just not an edge guy. But I mean, as far as linebacker, he has everything. The only reason why I was out on Sonny Styles, and we'll talk about it here in a second, because what I want in Dallas isn't what Sonny Styles' mold is. That's the only reason I was out on him for Dallas. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we have those guys. I want a downhill guy that can blow stuff up, because I know we got Christian Parker, y'all. I know we talked about the secondary and this and that. We still got to be able to stop the run. You know, I still don't want to, I don't want to break that to fix the secondary and stop in the pass, right? I want guys that can flow downhill and blow up things and stop.
But that's why I need experience at backer, Tuck. I need both. I would love to draft
both.
CJ Allen, but I need Nakobe Dean too. I need I'll use Quincy Williams. I know that's the light version of what we're trying to get. But somebody that's a veteran in the league, has played, seen the bullets flying. I don't want to throw that green dot, that mic on the chest of rookie unless you generational. Right.
And I don't think, I mean, even with Sonny, right, he's going to take him a while to be the green dot because he hasn't been playing linebacker that long, right? But, so it's like that's one of my things. But
I think Rodriguez looked good too, y'all.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a couple of linebackers on here that fits exactly what Tuck is talking about. But so I'm not one that holds the combine against everybody. But when you do it like those guys did, where Sonny Styles, you're a top 10 pick, Arvell Reese, you're a top 10 pick, and they went out there and did what they did, that absolutely allows you to shoot up the board. And
Sonny was talking about in our range. He gone.
He's out of there. He's out of there.
Yeah, Sonny is now, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And the biggest thing about them is you look at the pedigree and you look at those guys are used to winning. So when we're talking about young guys coming in, like the reason that we like Quinnen so much isn't so much as what happened with the Jets, but you liked what he did in college and having that winning type of environment. And so like Sonny, Arvell Reese, those guys, that's what they're used to. So it might not be the traits that you might want, but they're gonna bring a winning environment along with having somebody that is, you know what I'm saying, a little bit seasoned that can show them the ropes. Because there's a difference between a dog and somebody that's just happy to be there. You know what I'm saying? With them,
and where I'll to cut you off, DMV, but what I circle with Sonny Styles and also with Arvell Reese, right? Think about this. They smoked the 40. That's the main show that everyone, it doesn't mean anything, but they smoked the 40. They could have easily shut it down after smoking their 40. They said, nah, bro, we about to do these drills. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do the wave drill. We're going to do it all just to show we different. And that goes a long way from when it comes to competitive toughness. You see what I'm saying?
They smoked that 40 though.
They smoked the 40. They could have did the 40 and walked out of there. You know what I'm saying? They said, no, bro, we're going to do these drills too. You know?
Yeah. What I liked about Sonny too is that I think that when you hear people like Deion Sanders say, I want that player where, you know what I'm saying, they got the single mama and they don't know where the next meal is coming from. I be liking the players with the strong dads.
Well, you know what I'm saying? I mean, his dad played in the league as well. You know what I'm saying? Lorenzo played in the league. He played for the Chargers, I believe. I think he won it. Yeah,
that pedigree do matter.
I mean, you think about it. I mean, even though, you know what I'm saying, he's not like that. His brother went out there and smoked the combine too.
Absolutely.
Josiah Trotter, you think people ain't looking at him because of his lineage?
So
and he adds what Tuck is talking about with the downhill. It ain't gonna look pretty, but go ahead.
So when it comes to Josiah Trotter, right? We all know his father and his DNA bloodlines, but he is your quintessential downhill, Steve ball, get ball, blow.
I think he's better than his brother.
I think he is too.
He better than no disrespect. He better than his brother.
Because if you go back to what he did at West Virginia, you know what I'm saying, and even though I don't like Missouri like that, you know what I'm saying, y'all know. But bro, the thing that I like about Josiah, and we'll get to his film here shortly, is the path that he can take to the running back. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he's not the best at creating disengagement once he's attached to blockers, but he can just snake his way and get in the backfield. And he just has this cerebral thing about him where he sees. Now, the one thing that I'll say, he's uber aggressive. You know what I'm saying? He's coming downhill. He's blowing stuff up. So, yeah, play actions, draws, delays can kind of disrupt them. But if you want a guy that can be the anchor of your middle of your defense, to come down and help stop the run, it's Josiah Trotter. And then we'll talk about another guy here in a second. But I really love his film. So that's what me personally, when it comes to linebacker, what I'm looking for. But the knock on him, right? The knock on Anthony Hill Jr., the knock on CJ Allen, those guys who are downhill chaos avalanches, they'll say, well, they struggle in coverage, right? They struggle in coverage. You know, so you got to kind of like pick your poison. Do you want your coverage type of linebacker, hybrid, new age, or do you want your downhill, disruptive, blow stuff up? Me personally, I want my guys that can blow stuff up, to be honest with you.
I need you to be, blow stuff up is fine. I need you to have the capability to improve in coverage.
Right.
There's a big difference because, well, some people just can't. It just ain't in them. So I would love to say.
Let me clarify that for me, Ron. We're talking about man coverage or zone? Because, you know what I'm saying?
Probably zone. I don't know about my line.
I'll say this, right? If I had to match any of these linebackers up to cover
man, that's why I was thinking, like, I don't think man gonna work, period. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Unless everybody ain't Fred Warner, who's like a freak of nature.
That's what I'm saying, right? Right. And so and I think that's the traction with Sonny Styles, right? You're looking at a Fred Warner type possibility, right? That's what you're looking at. But I don't want CJ Allen turning and running with slot wide receivers. If that's what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I need somebody that knows how to read their keys. From last year, watching what Kenneth Murray was doing, as far as just like literally on plays where I would have seen it, and you jetting outside and the ball coming up the beat, like what is happening? Like, so I need somebody that at least bare minimum can read keys of where the play is flowing, and
Right.
then not be like I hated to see lately. It seemed like Murray, they were shying away from contact.
Mhm.
Bro, you playing linebacker. What did you don't be getting on the pile and putting your hands like it's
Well,
just
see, I'll say this, and this is where people get mad at me. I don't blame Kenneth Murray for last year because Kenneth Murray had to play out of position because the darling of free agency flopped. You see what I'm saying? He wasn't
and they let him off the hook too.
You know what I'm saying?
Speak on it, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So everyone was Jack Sanborn. Jack Sanborn.
I ain't let him off the hook.
No. There's some folks out there. Yeah, they was selling.
So everybody was gassing up Jack Sanborn. He flopped out at middle linebacker, and so then we were scrambling and said, "Yo, I know." And Shadi says in an interview, he said, "I went to K9 and said, I know you haven't played this position in quite some time, but can you do it?" And he said, "All right, sure." You know what I'm saying? So that wasn't his position that he should have been playing. You see what I'm saying? And that's why they went and traded for Zach Wilson, and Zach Wilson flopped out too. So
Now I'll tell you this, look, he put him out of position. He was loyal to him because he could have put him out of his misery. They ain't pull him off that field.
I mean, they had no options. You know what I'm saying? They had no options.
And then they went and traded for another backer who probably ain't gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? You ended up trading for a backer.
He's gone. They cut him already.
I know, that's my point.
Yeah. So it's just all right.
That's all I'm saying.
We just had no options.
I just want them to have the capability. Like all these youthful linebackers, they got a lot of room to grow. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I see watching some of them, they look so much better because they at the peak. Some of them are at the peak of their athleticism. Like Rodriguez is all fluid with his back pedal and everything. I'm just like, wow. But all of this stuff is good in t-shirts and shorts.
Right.
When the bullets start flying, I just want somebody at linebacker at bare minimum that takes pride in being physical. It's not just blowing stuff up just to be stupid. Some people really don't look like they want to hit. And I'm like, hey, man. And maybe, like, Tuck, to your point, maybe he thinking too much because of if you thinking, you ain't moving. So maybe that's
and also got to add in coaching, right? So I'm not defending Kenneth Murray. I mean, I wasn't never a fan when he got him anyway, but it's just like, all right. So another player, Jake Golday, I apologize for the misspelling. DMV made me correct it. I just uploaded it. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? Say no damn spelling bee. Y'all get the point. So he's another one of those ones who are your run stopping linebackers. Now, me personally, I do kind of lean towards Jacob Rodriguez over Jake. To be honest with you, because I like Jacob's like cerebral IQ, because I do love IQ, especially linebacker position, but Jake's another one of those. And then Gabe Akers, man, out of Illinois. He was a player I watched versus Kansas 2 years ago, where it's kind of like, when Brian Schottenheimer said that he met Christian Parker at that party, he kind of said, you know what, that's how I was with Gabe. I watched him play versus Kansas. I kind of circled his name in my profile book and said, let me come back to you when you draft ready, man. But he is a guy that fits your 3-4 mode. I mean, shit, he's like 270 probably right now. But I mean, he was dominant at Illinois. I think he had over 28 sacks, forced fumbles, you name it. And the thing that I really love when it comes about Gabe, man, it's just the motor. Like his motor runs hot. So think of it as kind of like Sam Williams with a little bit more nuance in technique. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know how Sam just kind of just plays off his natural size, his raw power. Gabe is that same way, but he plays with a little bit more technique, has a wrestling background, so he has good violent hands. So he's a guy that he can either be your hand in the dirt, probably defensive end in 3-4, or also he could stand up as well. So I think that he kind of fits the mold, and we have our new defensive line coach and our edge rushing coach in BT, right? I think they can coach some of those pass rushing traits when it comes to Gabe Akers as well. But the motor is there, the size is there, the physicality is there. I mean, he doesn't get moved off the line of scrimmage. So those are kind of my guys that I had circled. But Gabe is definitely one. Everyone knows how I feel about Anthony Hill Jr. That would be the slam dunk for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, he was one. I talked to him the other day, but he ran his 4.5. He was up out of there, but he had some hamstring tightness or whatever. But it's like this linebacker class is pretty good, y'all. We got options, but
I just need them to don't underthink it. I think it's the same way with every level of this defense. If we're going to attack this and rebuild the defense, they need to approach this thing as, we have like 4 or 5 players that we like, okay, we really do like. Everything else should be really attacked. I would understand if they don't go heavily attack DT. I wouldn't be like, oh, that's confusing. But almost every other room, like linebacker is imperative. You can't, like they got to take it seriously, but they can't just be like, if we draft one linebacker, we set.
Nah. Now you have to add some of these guys with the vet. Like someone was saying, like, don't get me wrong, right? If we drafted Sonny Styles, any of these guys right here is an upgrade. Shit, they call my name on draft day, it might be an upgrade. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, all right. But I'm saying,
about to bring out that old picture again in full.
You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? We drafted a flag football player. I can't believe that. But yeah, I just think that any of these guys will be an upgrade. They just have different specialties, and it really depends on what you're using for. But also, we have to figure out, okay, there has been conversations about Maris moving a more outside linebacker, so we'll see how that. So how are things shaping, right? Shamar James, hell, he led the team in tackles last year. So it's like, how are these puzzle pieces from last year starting to fit in? You see what I'm saying?
Hey, isn't Overshown moving outside too?
Yeah, I think the outside people will be Maris. Overshown will be moved outside. I think Shamar James will stay inside as far as like for depth or whatever. And I think the rest of it is to be built. I don't know if they're gonna keep Overshown in the middle. I don't foresee it. He don't even strike me as that type of a linebacker anyway. Like never has he. Like, and that's not me being disrespectful. I just never saw it.
Yeah, he's not your middle. He's not your middle. I just think that I want middle guys, right?
No, that's what we need,
part, right? Are we? So we might be in a situation, Cowboys Nation, when we do like Rome, we just go buy them, and then this whole list just gets X'd off because
no, we got to get both.
So you think?
I would draft one and sign one.
So let's say we got Devin Lloyd and we went and got Nakobe Dean. Do we still need to draft linebackers? And how?
I would draft one of these later linebackers. Damn right.
Yeah.
If you sign one, yeah, maybe you don't go get CJ Allen. But if you sign one, and you draft Kyle Lewis, I ain't gonna be mad. Or the Gabe J, I'll be like, okay, you thinking like long term. You got Nakobe Dean, but you got your insurance for when Nakobe Dean is playing too physical. He didn't messed up his little bicep again. So you gotta have.
I think you gotta sign a free agent at every level. I think you gotta. I think you gotta sign a safety. You gotta sign a linebacker. And you got to sign somebody on the defensive line, maybe 2 on the defensive line, edge and the interior.
And I'll take a look. I'll take a late round trade. If you traded a 5th or a 6th for Minkah Fitzpatrick because you know they're gonna cut him, I would be like, cool, that's fair. I like what you're doing because that player probably wouldn't have got on the field anyway. But I just want them to take. I know I keep repeating myself, but it's serious. You can't look in no room and be like, we good with Donovan Wilson and Malik Hooker. No, you're not. No.
I'd be better off starting with scratch. To be honest with you, I'd be better off.
Well, you think about it, I think that one safety you can mark as safe, right, will be Marquise Bell.
They like Marquise Bell. I've been hearing they
like be safe. Not sure what the future is for Wanye, but I think he just makes sense. Malik Hooker, I think it's just time to,
I think they're gonna keep Malik. I can't even say his name. Malik Hooker as he is 100%. Ain't nothing else work out like that. They're gonna keep him because he under contract. So if
you want your veteran.
If some other options worked out, like we ended up with Caleb Downs, the ball started rolling in there. Hey, do we need Malik? But I feel like
because we also got So here's the thing. I saw someone mention Elijah Clark, who I loved last year out of Syracuse. We also got to figure out this piece of the puzzle, right? Who was Eberflus's guys and who was the organization's guys, front office guys, right? Because some of these guys might get wiped out if they were just Matt's.
Bell is the organization guy. I can tell you that.
Yeah. Bell's the work, but I'm saying like it's like Zach Wilson, right? That was probably an Eberflus guy. Sanborn, Eberflus guy, right? I'm not sure about. So
what about the 2 corners we signed? Bridges and
Trees Bridges.
Oh, you talking about Reddy Stewart?
Are those Eberflus guys?
I think so.
I think so, but I think Reddy might be okay because the way he played.
If they salvage you, look, I know I ain't nonsense.
I got to get ready off the way I'm looking at it. I got to build this team to get ready off of it. I can't.
Well, I would say that I would agree with you. The same thing with like the Kalen. Like we have to trim the fat. The Kalen Carsons, like some of those guys, just got to get.
But look, you getting ready off of it. in the camp, but you gonna be around until if you under contract. I ain't cutting you now.
Yeah. I just got to build the team.
Yeah. Right.
But this
upgrade.
is how football should work. It shouldn't. No one should be comfortable unless your last name is Prescott. He shouldn't be comfortable. For real. So they need to. I would love for them to draft. I would love for them to sign the Kobe Dean or somebody like that. It don't got to be him. I'm just using his name because it's the most talked about linebacker right now. It can be Devin Lloyd. But I also would like when you draft in that position. I want Donovan Ezerako to have this surgery, and then we draft. We sign. Let's just say Trey Hendrickson, right? And then the draft falls a certain way, and we draft Cassius Howe. I want him to be like, am I getting on the field? Like, I need you to get hungry.
Right.
Ain't nobody. Look, man.
Nobody's safe. Right. Only people should be safe when it comes to this defense is Quentin Williams.
Maybe Kenny, just because of age. Maybe Kenny might be gone. If that contract get funded, he might be gone too.
Yeah, I would say Quentin Williams for me personally. You know what I'm saying? Like,
now you know who grandfather didn't know Tuck. You know what they go. They love Christian Parker. They it's in the media too much. Christian Parker loves Siobhan Burrell, whether it's earned or not. So he's safe. Everybody else ain't.
Y'all don't think Osa's safe?
Yeah, Osa's safe. Be. Yeah, I'm saying for me. I'm saying from my
shouldn't be, but look for me. And look, y'all can kill me for this, but at the end of the day, trying to save dead money and all this type of stuff, I done watched too many teams say, you know what, you're not my guy, and we don't give a damn about no dead money, and they're in a better situation than we are. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's what I'm saying. We as fans, we complain about the guys who earn getting their money versus the little, you know what I'm saying, the little hands off. You know what I'm saying? If you wasn't so busy just tossing these little nickel bags to everybody else, you could have just had our edge rusher last year.
I got into the biggest argument with my chat last year. Anybody that's in here can attest to it. I was like, yo, I wouldn't pay Osa. I don't want to pay Osa. No disrespect. I was like, I don't think he worth it.
Me too. I was hot when they signed him, and I got killed for it.
I was like, yo, this ain't going to go well. And then when he didn't have a year, everybody said he's gonna have. People was like, "Damn, Rome." I guess I said because it ain't that. I feel like Osa looked like he's supposed to be special, look like it, but it just something don't compute. And then when you take Micah away,
and that's
Micah is why everybody thinks he's better than what he is.
Micah,
and see the problem was we were just so thirsty at defensive tackle. We felt like we couldn't lose him because we didn't have nobody else. You know. We could have easily
watched the rest of the league, Tuck.
We could have easily went and got some others.
Bro, we could have Javon Hargrave right now for half the money with better production.
Hargrave is 10 times the player Osa is. And he's 10 times the player he is, bro.
If Osa somehow sees this, look, man, it ain't personal, bro. We just need you to ball.
Use it as fuel, bro. Use it as fuel and be like, yeah, for the people, blah 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 blah.
I like Osa's demeanor.
I eat crow. I always do.
No, I mean, I like Osa, but here's the thing: if you were to tell me we signed Micah, but because we signed Micah, we lost Osa and lost zero sleep.
Yeah, and I'm not saying Osa shouldn't have got a bag. He just shouldn't have got it in Dallas. If you're building the team the right way.
They should have let him walk. It is what it is. Because right now, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I lined up all of our DTs, I got Osa fourth. Yeah.
Probably third.
It just depends because look,
what you gonna had a better year than him last year?
Who?
Doppelganger Dak.
Oh, you talking about Thomas?
Thomas made more plays than him last year.
Yeah. It also could have been coaching.
I'm just being real.
It also could have been coaching.
And with this switch, y'all, look, and it's gonna be another year. Man, somebody talked about him in the chat. Jay Toia and the switch, he gonna be better. I'm telling y'all.
I hope so.
Be a better player. He gonna be a better player.
I shouldn't have been.
We had the womp button. I was probably
like this. Oh, you about to hit it with the dude. Trying to help my dog boss.
He gonna be a better player. I'm telling y'all. Different.
Yeah, a better player in Cleveland, bro.
I can't even hate on Jay Toia because he's so far down the rung. Because I think of Perion Winfrey before I think of him. You know what I'm saying? But look, this is our point. We 4 or 5 players deep in D tackle, and then when I get over the edge, it's James Houston That
which
is
is crazy because that room was so loaded. Like, if you think about, we had Clowney,
they took it for
Houston, Donovan, Fowler,
Rest in peace,
Sam.
Marshawn.
I kind of like Houston. I kind of like Houston standing up when I think about it.
Yeah, I think Houston's a good depth piece. He's good.
As a depth piece, yes.
They should be calling. Tuck was right. They should already be on the phone with Fowler. Like, look, we know that wasn't really you. Come on back.
Yeah.
They should have been signing one of them anyway.
I know people don't want to hear this, but for what you can get him for in the athleticism, if he's humble, I would bring Sam back.
Yeah,
so,
I'm done.
Nah, I'm cool.
You know what, Sam?
I'm cool on that.
I'm cool. But Tuck's point though. So I'm at,
Tuck, why? It just ain't it. It's time.
All right,
it's time, bro.
All right, so let's
time.
Let me check this because I'm
Tuck. Yo, you got to see how that looked because you had a drink. He was like, nah, I'm straight.
All right, so somebody said the news. Hold on,
you get the conceited joint like.
No. So the breaking news. So Caleb Downs flagged with significant knee issues at NFL draft.
I heard it was a partial torn, a partial.
You down the screen, Tuck? Or no?
Let me see here.
Whoa.
That ain't shit, bro. That ain't shit.
No, DMV. I'm not saying like I wouldn't take him. I'm saying like my Birdman hand rub I've been doing over the last 3 days when they was acting like his measurables wasn't good, and everybody's like, he's still not getting a 12. Oh, he not? Because he got a little light knee injury too. Bring him to 12.
Hold on. Why is it not sharing?
Whole time. Hey, we needed this, bro.
Hey,
they listening to us. Yes, the football does.
Hey, man,
I'm crashing out.
When the praises go up.
If the Cowboys
crashing out.
I'm crashing out.
The Cincinnati Bengals need to add a ton of healthy defense, a player, a ton of unfortunately. Ending a bummer here. I was told NFC scout at the Ohio State All Class safety had a couple of issues flagged during his medical check. Nobody expected him to test this week anyway, so it flew a bit under the radar. I was told that Downs was flagged with a partially torn meniscus this week. It's not that serious concern, but being flagged with potentially degenerate ACL is. Now it's not also different. I mean,
I don't believe it, bro. But
they trying. They trying.
Hey, man, Jerry Jones. I know you put that story out. Jerry Jones, you put that story out. I know what you're doing.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what we need. That's what Jerry needs, man. Instead of having his media hit members write all these stuff on our players, man, start doing all these draft prospects. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, I think Ruben Bain. I think Ruben Bain might need knee surgery. You know what I'm saying? David Moore, where you at, dog?
Ruben Bain out here like this, dog. They think it's hard. Like they swear. They swear Ruben Bain got little arms.
They got him like Mr. Potato Head out here. Like.
Let's just say that. Let me ask y'all this. This just a real question. They both on the board at 12. Things went crazy. No team drafted neither. Who you taking?
Who's the both?
Bain or Downs?
I'm not passing on
Take
Downs
it down.
for nobody.
Downs.
Hey, I'm not passing on Downs for nobody.
So if we take Downs, they really can't mess the rest of the draft. I ain't gonna care.
No, I would be. I don't know. Like I crashed out when we passed on Jalen Ramsey. You know what I'm saying? I was acting a fool when we passed on Asante Samuel. I would lose my mind if a miracle happened and Caleb Downs fell to us at 12.
We passed it.
At 12, and we passed. And you know what the Cowboys would do since they such assholes? They'd do it for a right tackle.
Bro, I will Ken Dorsey this thing. Remember Ken Dorsey wild out? I'm throwing everything in this room.
You're gonna be like Henny. You're gonna be like Henny. You're just gonna throw the table midstream.
Can you imagine if Caleb Downs there at 12 and Dallas Cowboys select
Spencer Fano? I'm gonna lose my
nah. But
I mean, a mock or no, y'all?
Let's go ahead and do a mock real quick, man. Let's mock it up, little post combine mock, man. Let everybody know we live, man. Go ahead and share the content. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Get those likes up.
They moved them players around, Tuck. I didn't got Arvell Reese without moving no sliders like 3 times in a row.
So here's the conversation piece that can probably happen. Meniscus or not, it could be a situation where one of those Ohio State boys is about to get pushed back that we wasn't thinking. And it could be either Reese or it could be Downs.
All right, Arvo Reese is Downs on the board. It's still down.
Because I'm looking at consensus, bro. I've seen numerous consensus boards. They now have Sonny Styles as the #1 prospect in the overall draft. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if Reese is there, you
I got Downs I got Downs as a better player than him. That's just me.
Reese, absolutely. Yeah.
That's IQ matter, man.
Let's say Sonny gets wiped out, right? Downs get wiped out, and it's Reese. It would have to be who else is there for me.
I'm probably taking Reese, but I probably would take Reese. But I'm with you. Yeah, you're right. It depends on who else is there. Cause I would take Bane over Reese. You know what I'm saying?
Are Mansard, Delane, or Reese on the board?
Reese.
Yeah, Reese.
Okay.
Yeah, and y'all
got to do a big board. Do a big.
hey, look. Jay Battle said I like Thieneman from Oregon, and that's something we didn't talk about. But you know that
I like him too. Just now,
it's actually funny that these knee story things are coming out as people are trying to make him even with Caleb Downs.
I think him.
Bro, I don't give a damn if Caleb Downs and have no knees, bro.
Thieneman and my man out of Toledo. McNeil Warren. I think them being good helps us because teams are thinking, bro, we might be able to get a safety second or later. Like they're thinking that Downs ain't the end all be all. I need everything to work to where everybody's stupid enough to let him get to us.
Oh, Dallas ain't gonna take him at 12 if that's what it is. Watch the Rams get him. Watch the Rams right after him. Caleb Downs.
Now you know what I would normally say they wouldn't, but the way
here's where Caleb Downs would go. I already see it. 22 to the Chargers. You know what I'm saying?
And not
him and Derwin James out there flying around.
The way Christian Parker been talking about nickel, and they usually give our DC. You know how you get your pick, like what Mozzie Smith was or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
If everything lines up true, then they need to let him take his safety or his big nickel, whatever you want to call it.
So let me ask you this: is safety a priority over corner?
To me, it is. I'd rather safety because I think they got to find a way to shrink the field, and that's where they were attacking Dallas last year. They went at the safeties
at 12.
I'm with you. I agree.
All right, and then what do we turn up? On Roman?
Last time I let it be. I let it rock where it's at.
Let it rock. All right, we're gonna go straight through. No trades.
I've been trying to stick and pick too because people get you're not getting that much back. I'm like, yo, shut up.
Yeah.
Let me rock. Right.
So let's see what happened. God dang.
Damn. Out.
Styles went 2. All right. Bane, Jeremiah Love, Carnell Tate. I think Carnell Tate
wasn't hearing nothing.
Downs with the Caleb Downs with the Washington.
I don't see Dan Quinn. Either he gonna get Sonny or he gonna get Caleb Downs. Arvo Reese, that makes sense. Caleb Banks and made him some money in post combine. Francis Mansard Lane. All right, so I know that
we got cleaned out.
Hey, bro, this might be the doomsday scenario.
We just got doomed. We got cleaned out.
So
I know I still want to trade back, but listen.
Yeah. I know Nick Harris.
McCoy. I don't give a damn what everybody say. I already know what I know. And next month, everybody gonna change their damn tune. Everybody writing them off. Listen.
Hey, go back up top. Who's in there in the top near us? Jamal.
They got Dot.
Would you take
him?
Damn, he up to 15.
This is.
Would I take? So hear me out when I say this. If Downs is gone, right, and the board go like this, I don't have a problem with them taking Thieneman right there. I don't.
Hell no, bro. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Especially how deep this safety class is. Hell no, bro.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Hell
Tuesday.
So CJ Allen then.
Dog, this is crazy.
I just don't take Lemon.
I'm actually stumped, man. I gotta get these trades, bro.
Told you get them trades.
And here's the crazy thing. I like Lemon, bro. I like Lemon as a player.
I mean, yeah.
What we got going. You can't have Lemon and
hey.
And
why can't I?
So we only get offered 25 and 26.
Bro, hey, DMV, the fan base will combust if we draft another receiver.
Especially the one who looked like he was just like having.
They say he took a zest pill for you.
Yeah, he was up there off the honey pack. He was wild. He was a honey pack. Like, bro, don't look at me while I'm interviewing you like that.
What are these trade backs, bro?
I'm down for the trade back because if you go back to the 20s, you're gonna pick up like a second.
You gotta trade. I mean, you would have to. Hey, honey pack is wild.
Bro, he up there. You saw he was looking at me when I don't look in my eyes when I'm interviewing you, dog.
All right, so
there's a couple people that say Mesidor. I don't know. I would take him at 12. Too old for that.
Bro, trade back and you be more comfortable taking him.
You don't have to trade. You're gonna trade back. Only person I would be comfortable taking at 12 off this list and sticking and picking would be
CJ Allen.
It would be Jordan Tyson. That would be the only one I could be like. Everybody else, bro. I mean, much as I love Avon Terrell, at 12 though,
I wouldn't take him at 12.
Trade back. You better do like I be doing. I don't always be taking the offers. I'll offer some stuff to a team.
All right, so let's see.
Hit the drop down. I'll go ask a team that ain't looking
for the Bears. He said the Chargers. The Chargers will come. Jermon McCoy.
Bro, see what the Panthers got. You can offer trades to teams that didn't ask you for a trade. You ain't never did that?
Yeah. That's what I'm doing right now.
Panthers look like give me 17. Y'all don't need that.
See if we can get 30. They're not gonna do that. They're not interested in the pick.
Because somebody would have to want that receiver, and they would have to have a quarterback.
Somebody gotta want Lemon.
Let me see if we can get off the Bears. All right. 25 and 57.
Yeah, the Bears might.
I'll do that. That's
now you're uncomfortable. But not. I see Fano hanging out.
I'm taking TJ Parker, bro. Out of that.
Yeah, I'll probably consider TJ Parker here.
Take McNeil Warren.
I do like McNeil Warren.
But I'm going to try to get on that 25, though. I would take TJ Parker here and see
if McNeil will still be there.
And we got sniped. All right. Damn.
Son of a.
All right. So now.
Yeah, it was both of them was going. Somebody was getting sniped, bro. One and the two was getting sniped.
We getting wiped in this draft.
But that is your edge, though. That's an edge.
Yeah, he gonna set that. He gonna set the edge.
So now we can talk about maybe corner, Brandon, Tice, Colton Hood, Keith Abney, Anthony Hill. There goes Gabe right there. I don't know if you can get any of these people at 27 or 25.
I do like Keontae Scott. I do like him. Not there. No, not there. But you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at later on.
Right. So what's the trigger we pulled in?
I'm lost. Take the tight end.
Man, whole time, bro.
Take Keon.
Hey, you gonna tell me twice.
Take the tight end, man.
Tuck blew it. Hey, man, I try to be greedy.
Somebody said we going the second wave of free agency.
I tell you, bro, this would be scary. If Jordan Tyson went to Philly.
Yeah.
Not if we got Kenyon Sadiq with Dak Prescott.
This is Rome's fault, y'all, because he didn't want to change no sliders, bro. That's what happened. You know what I'm saying?
We in control. I'll start over. I'll hit the reset.
Hey, we pull the reset button. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man,
the whole time, though, y'all, this is about to sound – this is the crazy thing. This is why you shouldn't have signed Osa, because if you ain't signed Osa, you looking pretty right now, because Peter Woods and damn Lee Hunter.
You had Lee Hunter. You also had
I might just do it anyway because we got the extra pick, dog. I mean, you know.
So what's the corner we going with? We going with?
I mean, I would go see. I mean, Cisse's all right to me.
Got Katie McDowell right there. Let's go with Brandon's. Let's go with B. We gonna run 2 of these real quick, man. Got Malachi Lawrence. We don't need that. Got our corner. Could go another defensive tackle.
Did we already get a safety?
We didn't get safety.
Okay.
So we got corner.
Because Kamara's there.
Where's safety?
Yo, I'll start over. This draft
Ramsey, P. Wheatley.
Okay,
yeah, we got wiped out, bro. They said restart. They said restart. Hey, man. Hey, hold on. Yeah, they said restart. Oh, something happened. Hey, we apologize for the NFL Network broadcast.
Hey, I might pray tonight. Please, God, don't let that happen in real life because I don't know what to do.
I mean, that's depressing, bro. Now,
you know what really happens in that
Cowboys
draft?
Nation, let that be a message. Let that be a message, Cowboys Nation, while we
need free agency. You're going to need free agency.
What's really happening in that draft is they go O-line. They just go O-line.
I mean, honestly, they would.
No, you're right, though. They sitting there. There's a guard. There's a tackle. They would just go O-line.
And we'd just be like, well, guess we going O-line.
Well, we tried O-line.
That is what we tried O-line.
But that's real though, yo, and that's real chat. And you got to look. This team got to hit on free agency.
Guys that we were highly graded on, but unfortunately, the draft board didn't fall in our favor. But we think we got a hell of an offensive line now to put where.
Well, we tried O-line. That's hilarious.
All right. We're gonna do this one. We're gonna stick and pick. I'm gonna turn the randomness up one tick, man.
All right, where we at? We get lucky.
Cornell Tate.
We almost got him too, Tuck. Look at that. Miami Dolphins. Goddamn Dolphins.
Right there in front of us. Yeah.
Hey, double down on DT, man. Get Caleb Banks.
I'm taking Caleb Banks. Nah, let's see who else there.
Down on DT. Get crazy and trade Osa.
I mean, if I'm thinking about it, I mean, they probably wouldn't do Caleb Banks. It would probably be Akeem Messidor.
If you want to be real, Caleb Banks a monster.
It'll probably be Folk.
Yeah. That's the one pick defensively I'm kind of this IB man on. So we say
Caleb, I don't lose sleep with CJ Allen or Thinnerman. I don't.
12, bro.
Man, listen. All right, so here's my thought process with Caleb Banks.
Everyone says the safety. I don't understand the hype about this.
They love him, Tuck. You know why,
bro? You know why? Because bro, I already told y'all in the chat why.
I'm not saying he's a bad player by any stretch of the imagination, but we're talking about pick 12.
But
that's damn near Kyle Hamilton range.
All right.
That's before Derwin James range. Like, what are we doing?
This is post. Did you see what he ran? You know how this
reminds me of Harrison Smith, low key. This isn't a bad thing. That's a good thing because he's a long-term pro and he's very good at what he does. And I think Dieneman is going to be really good for a long time. You know what I'm saying? I do think that. Now, Caleb Banks, when I look at his tape and I looked at some of the things, I kind of see like, okay, upside. What if you find a Chris Jones type?
Chris Jones, that's what I think. I think Chris Jones because his wingspan.
I would consider Caleb Banks. It makes the most sense here if I'm looking for disruption.
Yeah,
but I just can't fathom Dylan
Thielen is Ballard Tuck.
Not at 12.
I can see it in your face. You like, I'm not doing it.
Nah, not at 12, bro. That makes zero sense at 12.
Yeah, I'll do it. But I'm also emotional. Don't listen to me. I'll do it.
They would do it.
I wouldn't. Yo, he wouldn't be a bad player.
He's not even. I mean, I don't.
You think it'd be bad, Tuck? I don't think.
I said, look. I think
yes.
I got a round 2 grade on him. That don't mean you don't go in the first round, but I got a round 2 grade on him.
DMV, this draft is really like a lot of tags is touching. So players are gonna swing like that.
I mean, because
And
if you're really looking for a dynamic weapon, you would go with Emmanuel McNeil-Warren.
Yeah, he was a lot smoother in the combine.
This is the problem. This is the problem.
Yep.
And Cynthia James, that's my guy, right? The combine, right? The
combine mean a lot to people.
Just it's the candy of the draft,
bro. It happens.
Like, okay.
It's the candy until you see them pro days too,
right?
And then it's going to switch because it's brand new and it's just relevant. That's all.
This is 2 days post draft, Tuck. You know how this goes.
I guess. All right. So
take Caleb Banks
or CJ Allen. Yeah.
Oh, CJ Allen's fine. That's a solid pick.
Yeah, I don't think you can go wrong with either one of them. I think Caleb Banks is the better player, but I don't have a problem with either one.
I'm going Caleb Banks, bro. I can't take it. Not at 12, dog. Not at 12. Not at 12.
Yeah,
okay, so then you got Emmanuel McNeil-Warren.
And then I would go McNeil-Warren.
There you go. There you guys get your safety.
I can't wait
too.
For the group chat, y'all, because Tuck gonna be in the group chat like, I don't know what the hell everybody thinks.
And see, I go saying
we know why. So look, taking Thieneman was not worth losing Caleb Banks to me right there.
I can't wait to see what people think about us taking a DT. I'm curious. I think it's fine because I know how disruptive he is.
You could go with Bud Clark at safety still. I mean, if you wanted to.
I ain't taking double safety. Now I'll take a Notre Dame.
I'm saying, right? If you need a safety, you could still get one. This safety class is hella deep, bro. Like it's the deepest class.
What you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
It is
like, and the fact that people.
Yeah, that was the reason why when you said don't take him at 12, I said, yeah, you're right.
What's the gap between Thieneman and Bud Clark?
There's a gap, but
it's not large. I mean, there's some other safeties that's in there, right? In between, but I would say if you have Thieneman probably as a second round talent, I mean, Bud's probably like a fourth or fifth.
Yeah, I think Bud's that's about what it is.
But Bud is more your sideline free safety ball hawking, you know what I'm saying, type of guy. But all right, so
I was like, don't take Carson Beck.
Right.
I bet look, Chauncey Johnson said you haven't looked at the tape, bro. We was the first ones to tell y'all about Thieneman, bro. What you mean? What you mean? We was the first ones to tell y'all. See, here's the thing, y'all listen to certain people. And all of a sudden, their words mean a whole bunch. We told y'all a month ago about this cat. What you mean we ain't look at the tape?
The tape.
Don't miss shows.
Yo, I knew y'all was gonna get mad.
And here's what I'll tell you guys: the tape. I don't give, and I'll argue this with anybody. So y'all can go grab your favorites, and y'all know what I would do to them, right? You're not gonna argue with me that Caleb Downs is 7 and Thieneman is so close at 12. Not even close. And if anybody's telling you that those two safeties are even in the same conversation, they're lying to you.
The world is happening. It's happening in front of y'all.
They're lying to you. They're literally lying to people.
They're lying
to people. They are lying to you if you think, okay, how do we go from you don't draft safeties that early? They don't have positional value. Look where Kyle Hamilton went. The last one who went in the top 10 was what? Jamal Adams. To all of a sudden, two safeties are top 15 quality.
Can I ask you a question? This is not me. I'm not being funny. I'm asking you a serious question. Because I know you don't really be liking them streets no more over there on the old Bird app. Would you start a debate to see people's dialogue? Like,
no, not on Twitter.
See, I knew you would.
No. You know what I'm saying? Because those people are not going to do the work. They're not going to do the work. Now, there'll be more. I'll send them a link and they can come and do it. But no,
I just want to see what people think. Like you're saying, like, where's this coming from? I do that a lot on Twitter. I'll throw something out just to see the discourse, not to be funny. Like, so how do y'all feel about these two players? Is there a gap? And I just want to see what people think because I know how you feel, but the world is like Thieneman right there. And I want to know why.
Mm-hmm.
Is it because they saw that injury thing today and they like, is the injury what is making the gap closed? Was it the combine? Because maybe it's just the combine. And then he ran like a 4.4.
Well, that's the thing, right? What could have changed since then? All it was the combine.
And Tuck, that's what I was telling you about players deciding to do the combine or not. To your point, yes, it's good to see those guys with competitive edge and competing, but all right, what's the name? Avion Terrell had a good combine. He was moving, you know what I'm saying? He got 75-inch arms. That don't put him above Mansour Delane.
Right.
And sometimes it do, though, because Sonny Styles literally made himself some money.
Well, someone says Dylan think the men comp is Cooper DeJean, not because they're both white, right? Okay, even we're saying that, right? I can't argue that he's a better prospect than Cooper was because Cooper played corner and safety.
I think Cooper. I take Cooper over him, dog, because Cooper could also return.
Where did Cooper
he could also return kicks too.
And where did Cooper go? He went second round. Was he
second?
Yeah,
he shouldn't have went second. He should have went first, but yeah, that's a story for another day.
Right.
I'll ask the question tomorrow just to see.
Yeah, you ask.
I ain't got time for that shit.
I ain't doing that shit. Nah, no sir, not me. All right, so we went D tackle, we went safety. Now we got to hunt for corners. Honestly,
unless they sign. Well, you really don't because they already got guys paid and do that. They already got guys that they're gonna try and make work.
I think TJ Hall's a sleepy prospect that people are talking about.
And you were talking about Moten too.
Yeah, Moten, ball hawk, but he's gonna be small, undersized.
Late.
But you wouldn't take them this early, right?
Nah, hell nah. I think we kind of got wiped that corner, to be honest with you.
We did.
I mean, unless you were talking about Jalen Kilgore, that's another size guy. He's
South Carolina, right?
Somebody was talking about Kilgore. Beige Boxer was talking about him.
Let me see here. So we still need linebacker. What's that?
Take the running back. Take the running back.
Yeah, running back. Tarian York.
Shit, we need an extra running back.
You can get your guy Harold Perkins. He probably can wait.
I get Harold Perkins. I always get him a little bit later.
All right.
That's just because I do my drafts. I know when people gonna go. Harold Perkins always waiting for me.
So I haven't been doing these ones lately.
I wouldn't go Nicholas because didn't he get hurt?
Take Nadame. Take Nadame Tucker.
Okay.
Shit.
Edge.
I ain't see him sitting there.
I mean, you got to build. You do have to build for the new.
Nadame look good though, Tucker.
You got to build for the new.
I be looking at Nadame.
Yeah, he do.
He looked phenomenal. Like as an athlete.
Yeah, someone said Mike Washington running back. I think Mike Washington's
he ran a 4.3 too, didn't he? At the combine.
Yeah, he's out of there.
And he got.
He's
I like this pass.
Sorry, there he is, right there. Actually.
Shit.
Yeah,
I'll take another running back. Y'all wildin'.
Yeah, I would take.
And they ain't got nothing to do with me liking. I love Javonte, but I like to have insurance.
And remember when we talk about production?
Oh, we missed on Perkins.
Do y'all think that Javonte could do that again?
Perkins.
And even with that, they still can run the ball when they needed to.
I don't want to bank on it.
Yeah.
I don't want to bank on it.
There's nothing wrong with that.
So trading Stooks, man. Trading Stooks is out of the Stooks ran fast. He about to be out there. Tuck out on him pre-combine. Yeah, I told y'all, man, trading Stooks like this, they had him hella low out of Arizona.
He back now.
I'm not even sure where he's at.
He never left.
He's gone. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's out of there. Especially that's good after his injury, too. Takario Davis, he's an interesting prospect, too.
Yo, he wild tall, though. He like 6'4".
Yeah, bro. So he played for Arizona before he transferred over to Washington. I was familiar with Takario Davis because, of course, with Tech, you know what I'm saying, at Arizona. So it's like,
bro, when I was like, because I was looking for a slot one time, like later, and I was like, let me see if I can
find James Kennedy a slot? Doesn't he play nickel or he playing the slot?
He plays a little bit of both.
He's so tall. I was like, I don't know if I can pick him there. Like,
I mean, he has size, but he's not.
I like Cole Wisniewski at safety.
Who's that?
We already drafted.
I know. I was just talking about in general. Like, yeah, he can play.
Put me on, DMV. See, this is why I love doing it. Y'all be putting me on the players.
Yeah, bro. You talk about. I can't remember if he's a super athlete or not, but you talk about like
Take the
You talk about that lunch pail type. You talk about that lunch pail type of player.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Let's look at his last name. That's exactly what he is.
Right.
Get
right.
Tuck. Go on and take Guyton's replacement. Go on and get
That's the GOAT. That's Jeff Heath.
tackle out of Alabama. Out of Texas A&M. Sneak you some old line in there.
I mean, if we're gonna do that, we probably could have did where was he? My guy Cage Casey out of Boise.
Did Lewis go?
Who?
Lewis ain't sliding no more. Yeah.
He's out of there, bro.
Yeah, that combine messed me up. I used to be able to get Kyle Lewis.
Combine, Senior Bowl, he's out of there.
No more good linebackers late. I got that I know yet.
Probably Jack Kelly probably be the only one I would reach for. But you're talking about
like we said, y'all, free agency gonna have to be.
You can't sleep, Jerry. Talking all that shit.
I would rather rely on free agency than the draft this year because you kind of your second and your third pick, your second and your third round gone, bro.
No,
I'm trying to tell him, babe. I'm just trying to help. You know what I'm saying? I'll be doing my 1-2. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but he's very
good job, Tuck. You put the people on, bro.
That's what I do. He's like, I told you about that.
I'm just saying. I just give the people options. You know what I'm saying? I just give people options. You know what I'm saying?
He got a certain set of skills.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's why it's funny when people talking about Dylan Thieneman. Like, I'm not saying he's a bad player. We're talking about 12. Like, we're talking about pick 12.
Ooh, Tyron Montgomery. Ooh.
I'm throwing a bomb.
He throwing the Senior Bowl up, bro.
Christian Fitzgerald.
We can
I mean, there's some wide receivers out there. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Tyron Montgomery, bro. Nobody could guard, bro, at the Senior Bowl. That's all I'm saying.
Go corner.
We can probably
go to corner.
Corner. All right, let's look at corner. Devin Marshall. I thought he was from Florida. Is this the one from Florida? Must be 2. He played.
He play in the slot? What do he do in the box or in the slot?
There's a Devin Marshall.
Corner.
I thought he went to Florida. NC State. Ephesian Persock. He has some.
I will say Washington. They do have a good track record of corner.
That's what I'm saying. They got 2 of them. They had him and Sicario, 2 basketball playing ass corners over there.
I wasn't overthinking. What we got right
Jackson,
now? What do we pick? We got DT, linebacker. No, DT,
edge, safety. Yeah.
You better sign Tariq Woolen at this point because we ain't got
yeah. Bland season. You know what I'm saying?
Bland season is nasty work.
It's bland season. Damn, bro. These boards are getting trippy. All right.
Bro, the combine threw me off. That's why I got to do a couple more mocks, man. All the people I used to get late came on up the board.
Yeah, let's see here.
Go line.
Telling you, go old line.
Well, I'm going to go Cage Casey. Bang.
People going to hate this mock. I'm going to laugh at it.
Yeah. Ain't no sexy names in it.
You started with DT, so I already know people going to get
me. You ain't want to give him a white safety, bro. If Wisniewski's sitting right there, bro, you got to
double up. Get Cooper Beebe back up.
But see, I think also when we draft a safety so early, it throws off the corner because the corners get sniped up by the time we get back to our next pick.
This is exactly why everybody, y'all see what happens when you stick and pick. If you do not trade back, we got to get into that second or third round because it gets spooky.
Right. I
ain't saying trade back both first, but one of the first rounders, you got to just be like, I'm trading back. We probably should have traded back that first pick.
Dallas will get Wisniewski and be like, he's just as good as Dylan Thieneman.
Just as good as Caleb Downs. Let's see here. TJ Hall's in a good corner. Cole Payton, running back / Josh Moten. Shit. I don't know because people gonna hate this draft because they're not gonna know these names anymore. Go DJ Harvey, here another corner. Let's see here.
I just see something funny as hell.
I gotta get a guard if we
when we in the stream. I gotta tell y'all something. I just seen this.
Let's see here. I'm gonna wrap up this quick. Drop Benny. Damn, these things are getting sniped.
Yo, I'm telling you, will you later, Tuck? I don't know if you be doing them. Just do a couple of mocks. Since the combine, everything is one. That's why you were surprised to see Dylan Thielen in that high.
Logan,
yeah,
because you got to get edge,
brother. Huh? We got an edge, didn't we?
No, I'm just saying in general, they're gonna have to figure out. They're gonna have to figure some stuff out.
Yeah,
but now it's tough because you know that as a rock research, so it's tough because you don't know what they're gonna do in free agency. If they just rely on this draft, they cook straight up.
This is a good. I hope they watching. You can't draft your way out of this one.
Let's go with Vincent Anthony Jr. And then let's see here.
You got a running back. That's my go-to in the back.
Taylor Green, you know what I'm saying? He smoked the combine. And he played running back too.
They was like, Taylor Green should be a wide receiver. I know y'all heard that.
Gonna get cold paid.
Oh, yeah, of course. And he played running back at Arkansas. So this is my dog Henny, you know what I'm saying? So the glass of mock, terrible draft, guys. Hey, man, we got wiped out. So now we got to start having real conversations, man.
Because they ain't got no second and third round pick, brother.
It's hard.
You got to get your guys.
This draft is an example of what it looked like not to trade back.
We gotta get back into day 2, second round.
We have to.
Yeah.
Or
trade. Hey, what Osa can get us a third? Get me a third.
I don't think Osa can get you a third, bro.
Damn.
With that contract. Yeah.
Or we gotta trade. We either gotta trade back or trade up.
Osa can't give me a third.
Caleb Banks. We gonna say this one. I'm gonna run another one. I'm gonna run another. I'm gonna download this one. Hold on. Let's save it. I want one more. You got time for one more?
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you we ain't gonna dispute. Just run it off your gut.
All right. I'm just gonna run it. Now since I see how this shit's playing, I can play it.
Just run it off your gut. See what you get.
All right. I see how it's playing now. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you're playing Madden, the computer in the computer adjusts, you know what I'm saying, on all Madden. All right.
This is a J Tuck draft. We're gonna see how this go.
All right, so here.
Your boy is still there at 15.
Nah, hell nah. I'm gonna go.
That boy is there every time. You want to say? All right, what you went with first?
I'm cool on that. Damn, bro, they're not gonna let me get Avian Terrell. I took Akeem Messidor.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Akeem Messidor.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
It's like you might have to take a corner at 12, man. Like to get one. To get one of the ones you want.
Right.
Messidor is solid.
Right.
I'm worried about his feet. If he stay healthy, I think he's solid.
See this shit right here, bro. This is what we got.
That's the issue right there.
This is
that's
where players go.
Everything gets sniped up. Bro, everybody is just went. You know what I'm saying? The whole list of players just went. I was sitting there watching. Okay. So now let's see. What do we have at linebacker?
This shit makes you force a trade
everything
back. You don't even want to
snipe, bro.
You gotta trade back.
Yeah. I mean, so I'm considering Tari York.
That story all over Twitter now, though. That y'all posted about
Caleb Downs.
As soon as I open my phone, it's everywhere. Like, all right.
Caleb Downs.
Don't be stupid, Dallas.
See here. Then
don't be stupid, Dallas.
What? The pass on?
Yeah. Listen. Ken Dorsey, I'm throwing my keyboard. I'm losing my mind.
They don't pass on for offensive linemen.
Bro.
Like that, you're right, bro. Post combine drafts are depressing. You're gonna need the pro days to kind of to balance everything out.
That's the funniest comment of the stream. Post combine drafts are depressing is the best comment of the night.
Yeah, bro. It broke everything, bro.
Last week he was cooking.
This thing is. This thing is going crazy.
We looking real poor with these drafts. These broke ass drafts.
You hear me? How we got 2 first rounders in the draft still sad?
Right. And here's the crazy part. We even put it on random. It still ain't give us nothing.
Bro, you got to push that slider to the end now.
Let's see here.
You got to just cheat.
Let me see. What else? Running back, bang, bang, bang.
Combine drafts are depressing. I'm tweeting that.
Yeah, bro. Running backs. Yeah, it's going to be some fun, though, because now we got to actually cook on this thing.
You really got to go. I used to can bank on Kyle Lewis being there. Bro, my draft was lit. Nope.
Yeah. Let's see here. Go Xavier Harris. Draft. Yeah, the sexy names is getting swiped, which just kind of makes it fun because now I can do content about some of these players that people ain't being talked about. So it's like, all right, because I need to get familiar with some of these names. Terrion Stewart, Bonte Smith. Let's see, Zane Durant. Haynes King. I'm gonna go with Cole Payton. Let's see here. What else we got?
Somebody just said, I predict the Jabril Peppers type fall for Caleb Downs.
Which I'd be cool with because I'm taking them.
Right. I don't give a damn what they talking about on.
Bro,
if you can't get Sonny, man, get his brother. You know what I'm saying? If you can't get Kim, get Kim, get Chloe. You know what I'm saying?
Remember that wrestling meme where dude was fake hurt and he got the wheelchair and like his foot was on. I need Caleb Downs to roll out. Caleb is hurt.
Yeah, we need that Paul Pierce, dog.
Need that Paul Pierce. Get out the wheelchair. I am back.
Figure out what's going on with the.
That will make my whole offseason. We get Caleb
Downs. I would love it, bro. I would if we signed Pickens and got Caleb Downs, that's all I need, bro. That's all I need.
Because we're gonna have our 100% our defensive, like that's gonna be the green dot. We already know the vibe.
Right. The last
bro just got like the sixth sense when it comes to playing football.
Some people just can play football.
Yeah.
Right.
Why people underestimate that, DMV? Like just the fact that you know how to play football, they go off just measurables.
Yeah,
bro,
it's not even close. Like it's not
because
close when you
understanding how it goes, bro. Because like going through the academy, the reason why they gave us a D for Brandon. D for Xavier Harris. Okay.
Tuck coming back tomorrow. I can't wait for the group chat mock.
Yeah, I gotta get the laugh now. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, bro.
Smoke the mock now.
Yeah, I'm about to. As soon as I get off this, I'm about to. All right, let me see what's going on, man. Because they wiping out everything.
Bro, I don't want to do one. I'm watching you when you got picked through. I don't even want to do one.
Because you're gonna have to trade back, and the only way you'll feel
my fifth.
You might have to trade up. I might have to trade up, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Tuck's going for the gusto. I went for
Hey, but here's the thing, though. If you're going to trade up, you might as well just go ahead and trade a pick for Max Crosby in a pick next year.
Right.
You might as well just do that if you're going to do that because you know what you're getting.
Right. Yeah. Good point.
I'm telling you, the ball is rolling the way it's looking. And you know this type of hysteria really do affect draft stock. This ain't even like a Cowboys thing. This is a nationwide thing of the Caleb Downs degenerative. They putting degenerative, which you can't even call like future injuries. That's what y'all doing to my man. I'll take Caleb Downs with a chip on his shoulder.
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna try to put a gun under the seat. You know what I'm saying? It always happens combine season, you know. Yeah. But here's the thing, y'all. NFL teams don't care. We saw what happened with Jalen Carter. You know what I'm saying? They're like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Cool story. They said, cool. Cool story. We appreciate it. Yeah. You know, I remember arguing with Boss all his combine. He was lazy out of shape.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, Eagle said.
That's a
all
deep
right, cool
cut.
story,
See, people
bro.
don't even remember that, Tuck. They don't even remember the
Yeah.
argument.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Eagle said, I don't give a damn about none of that. Jalen Carter, turn the car. You know what I'm saying? So Caleb Downs will be missing 2 knees, have an ACL,
but I'm hoping
whatever.
that they saying, well, we can't take them top 5. Like, go ahead and just that's cool.
Well, here's the thing. The real conversation will begin what he does on his pro day.
Yeah, that
If he goes out there and he doesn't, perform or he doesn't run well, let's say he runs like a 4.59 or something like that, we gonna be in play.
If he go out there and run a 4.3, he gonna piss me off. He's gone.
You know what I'm saying? But see, that's the thing. Also, you got to think about, like I said, his Ohio State counterparts went out there and showed out. And
I was about to say they obviously got their strength and conditioning program like on 1,000 right there. He probably gonna.
They already said though he ain't a 4.3 athlete, so I ain't worried about that. His game is literally.
He'll probably be around 4.
I bet you he's 4.45 ish.
Yeah, 4.4.
Yeah.
But look, y'all gonna get mad because they'll be like, well, Dylan Thieneman ran better than Caleb Tucker.
Hey man, push Dylan Thieneman into the top 10. I don't care.
Please,
that'll help us out.
That's what I'm saying.
I hope. Well, next you're gonna hear some NFL scouts think Thieneman is better than Caleb. Watch.
You hear that? Go on Twitter right now. Tonight.
Man, whatever. Malachi Lawrence, UCF edge rusher, man. Love Malachi, man. He had a really good combine as well. You guys know I have a UCF.
Can he stand up?
Yeah, can you stand up? Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm not familiar with him.
Hybrids.
I will look at him later then too.
Yeah, go look at Malachi Lawrence. So
now,
like I said, this is not first round. Absolutely not.
Now you like what, third and fourth? Where you don't got picks?
Yeah, third and fourth. You're probably. I don't know, y'all, because here's what has to happen with this draft. Some of these offensive players are going to start to shoot up, and what's going to happen is some of these guards that's been flying on the radar are going to shoot up. Some of these centers, some of these tackles are going to start. It's not going to be
I'm not saying none
all
of them.
defense. Yeah,
hey, on the low, y'all boy, the quarterback from Miami was slinging that damn rock out there.
Well, I mean, also got to talk about Ty Simpson, right? Ty Simpson had a good combine.
The Browns, there's reports Ty Simpson might sneak into the top 12. I'm not even being funny.
So yeah,
somebody is going to. You know what I'm saying?
So all we need is somebody do something stupid. And I don't want to I like Tyler Shutt, you know what I'm saying? Like some of those types of players, so once someone pulls one of these crazy ass, because what I was saying about the draft, right? Before I let y'all go, right? NFL scouts have to speak in absolutes because they jobs on the line, right? So they have to say, okay, here are the measurements. Here's what everything's in the report. You know what I'm saying? They can't use their gut like we can use. You see what I'm saying? Because they have to be outlined. So that's why they make those dumb decisions, because they'll look at Tyreek Wilson and be like, okay, arm length, has a long arm size, this, right? And it's meeting what the organization is wanting. You see what I'm saying? Versus us, we can look at Tyreek Wilson and be like, man, he got some long arms, but I don't see it, right? I can trust my gut. So like for me, if I was a scout and I was trying to pick Harold Perkins, right? I would have to explain why definitively I'm on the Harold Perkins, right? I can't say, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's one of those things, man. So
I look at it like this, Chuck. It's this simple. It's all math.
Right.
Like we said, offensive players, one tackle, 2 QBs. Love, we have four offensive players. Mm-hmm. Caleb Banks with his combine probably sneaks, because a DT usually sneaks into the top 10. We 5 players in. We just one of them other defenders is falling to us. It's too many players. I ain't even name a receiver yet.
Right.
So at least what
you got to think about, if Carnell Tate's up there, you get Jordan Tyson to push, but now people got Jordan Tyson pushing back because of the hamstring. When I think
Jordan Tyson gonna go to the Panthers and piss me off because they already got Ted McMillan.
Right.
Watch Jordan Tyson end up at 17.
Right.
They gonna get busy too.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Facts. But yo, we appreciate y'all, man. We're gonna have some fun now. Like now I'm kind of sitting up in my chair a little bit because like that was mock draft's gonna make us work a little bit.
Oh, you in with this?
Yeah. Yeah. All right, cool. So it's how we play. Gonna wipe off the entire board. But once again, y'all, this is why we got to handle business in free agency, because if we leave with Akeem Messador and Colton Hood, I just don't think that's going to be the draft.
I like the realism of tonight. I like the realism of tonight. It was
me too.
Remember, we went through this, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Remember that fun draft with Micah Parsons? We was talking about Pitts and Jamar Chase and, we were talking about all these fun players. Oh, you know what I'm saying? It should be, you know what I'm saying, Patrick Surtain versus JC. We was having all these fun, and then draft day hit and it was boom, boom, boom. It was all panicking. And luckily, you know what I'm saying, we got lucky for a little
bit. I get a Cowboys that draft.
Yeah. So
I crashed out too. I gotta find that video. I don't want no damn linebacker. Wrong.
Yeah. I wasn't mad at the Micah pick. Like I said, Micah Parsons, the reason why I do what I do, because I was listening to everybody telling me that the Cowboys was out on Micah Parsons. I was like, bro, it doesn't make sense. Like, if I would just trusted my gut after I made that video, I should have just stood firm. I was still new, and people were like, no, Tuck.
So that means they're not out on McCoy. That's what we gotta. They're not out.
Right. Oh, yeah, absolutely not. Yeah. I don't listen to no inside stuff when it comes to it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because the Cowboys, y'all remember this, right? During that time, it was during the pandemic, right? They was releasing all the player interviews except one player. And I remember I was like, where was Micah's virtual interview? And they didn't put it out there. So the Cowboys, they'll play some smart games. So they'll put we're out on McCoy, and all of a sudden, no, our doctors talk to him and everything.
Oh yeah, Dan Cooper's on in his bag. They're gonna have Dan Cooper look at that knee.
Yeah. So I ain't listening to nothing else. Like it's best, honestly, to go off the grid this time of year and just do your own work. But we appreciate everyone, man, for tuning in, rocking with us as usual. Cover 3 on a Monday. We might, like I said, doing mock draft Mondays. You know what I'm saying?
Mock draft Monday. We're gonna do better next week. I'm in my bag.
Oh yeah. We'll come back next week. Like, all right, Tuck's back cooking. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like it feels like when you playing Madden or something, they patch the game. You know what I'm saying? Your playbook ain't working no more. Oh, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? So now I gotta go find me a new playbook to see how things are
working today, bro. Mock draft.
What's our ass?
1, cover 3, 0.
Yeah.
Actually, they 3-zipped us today.
That's cool. Yeah. That's how you get better.
Yeah.
That's how you get better.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Yeah. I got a trick for their ass though. Watch by tomorrow. I'm gonna be on it. You know what I'm saying? All right, got you, man. But we appreciate y'all for tuning in. As always, man, make sure y'all subscribe to all 3 of the channels. Turn on the notification bell so you miss out. I got more draft film coming from me personally. I'm probably gonna drop one daily. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm gonna try to drop one daily starting tomorrow. Because I really want to ramp up and get ready for the NFL draft. And plus I'm about to go on vacation here in a week or two. So yeah, man, it's that time of the year, man. But we appreciate everyone from J Tuck, CFT, DMV. We are cover 3 and we out. Peace.